Welcome to another Town Hall Hoop Streams, man. First off, the first thing I want to do on this episode is just give a great round of applause to the greatest co-host in the world, man. I want everybody to give a round of applause to Mars, man. It's going on 5 a.m. where he's at. You know what I'm saying? And he's still pulled up. In fact, hold up. I think I got where is it? Where is it? Here we go. There we go. Appreciate Mars pulling up, you know what I'm saying, on this early morning, late night over there in England. But we're going to talk about the first games that we just saw tonight, man. Obviously, a whole bunch of game ones just occurred. We got Cavs versus the Raptors. We got Minnesota taking on Denver. We had the Knicks beating Atlanta. And then, of course, to close out the night, we got Leg Show. Leg Show showing up and showing out, baby. Luke Kennard showing up and showing out. Who got a collection? Who got a better collection of Caucasians? I'm waiting. Who has a better collective of Caucasians than the LA Lakers in the league? I don't think that this might be the greatest collection of all time. I'm not going to lie. Luke, AR, Luca, huh? All we got to do is change one vowel at the end. Same nigga, apparently. You feel me? Hey, we got a lot to get into. Mars, how you doing? How you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. An eventful night of hoops. That's what we're saying. Eventful night of hoops. Had fun.
Okay. Now, look, we're going to go basically game by game. And then
We can
I
get
think,
through the first game quite quick.
there are going to be some games we can go ahead and just get through. So we'll start with Cavs versus the Raptors. Your thoughts on that, really?
It started off intriguing. The Raptors had magnet ball from guys who you were willing to let shoot threes, and they were making them early on. So it was a nice little competitive game. Then the Cavs realized that when it comes to the half court, all we have to do is guard Brandon Ingram, and no one else can score competently. And things kind of just died out for the Raptors offense. They weren't able to get out in transition. They weren't able to dominate on the possession battle, and then the Cavs were just able to continue to pile on the pressure and score routinely. Donovan Mitchell looked amazing. Evan Mobley, I think, especially in the first half, was the best player on the floor. James Harden had a really good game. Max Strus has continued how he's looked since he's been back this year. Max Strus is amazing. Like, there's nothing else to really say. Max Strus is amazing. Dean Wade gave him some good minutes. It reminded me of what the Cavs did to the Heat last year in the first round. Just thoroughly outmatching a team. Scottie Barnes started off the game 3 for 3 from 3. And I was like,
he did do that.
I was like, interesting. Proceeded to not really do a whole lot the rest of the way. I like Colin Murray-Boyles, I think, gave the Raptors some good minutes. That's what I want to say. Jakob Poeltl just sucks. It's not like I'm tempted to just play Scottie Barnes at the 5 at this point. Like, I don't know why he plays.
Yeah.
Well, I know why he plays. They have no other bigs, but he's not helping the situation. So, I don't think he should be playing at all. And the Raptors need Emmanuel quickly. Whether I don't know how they feel about him as Raptors fans, they need Emmanuel quickly just as another pull-up 3-point threat. Someone else who can just initiate offense. Someone else who defenses have to respect. They need him because no disrespect, Jamal Shed made like 4 or 5 threes. They don't care. Like, they don't care. I still like the minutes he gave him. But yeah, the Raptors just look like the far inferior team. There's not really much else to it other than that. It's still Raptors in 7, but they definitely just got pummeled tonight. Well, this afternoon.
Yeah. One thing that did kind of shine through for me, people do react differently in their first playoff experience. And shout out to Tyson being absolutely trash today.
Picks up 3 fouls in his first 3 minutes or
Yeah, man.
something like that. Like, okay,
Shout out to
salute.
Tyson being absolutely garbage today. But watching this Cavalier team, I used to be very critical or say I had doubts about their two bigs. The more and more as the season goes or these playoff seasons go, starting to just be concerned about one of them. I think Evan
Right,
Mobley's
Allen?
rounding out to be yeah, Evan Mobley's rounding out to be a really good player. Even come playoff time, he looked really good to me. You said that he was the best player in the first half. I wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah, James Harden. Shout out to Tariq in the chat. James Harden in that pick and roll is masterful. He had a few contested pull up threes today. Um, Donovan Mitchell, yet another 30 ball. At some point,
I think they
y'all
said 9 straight. I think
nine
they showed on the
straight. Yes.
broadcast 9 straight game ones.
Yes, game
That's
ones. Yes,
ridiculous.
30 plus.
That
Yeah,
goes back what, like, because he makes it to the second round most of the time. So it's like about 8 years? No, not 8 years,
hmm
like 5 years, 6 years maybe? Something like that?
yeah. Eventually, y'all will respect him. I've been here, but I know you're closer to Jordan. But it is what it is. Um, Donovan Mitchell, yet another 30 ball in the first game, and yeah, the Raptors. They just can't put ball in hoop good enough to mess with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I did ask myself, and I put this on Twitter. Because I don't know if it's just the Raptors are this good or Cleveland is. I mean, excuse me, if the Raptors are this bad or Cleveland is this good. But like, I'm kind of hopeful that this can be D Mitch's first ECF appearance. I think that is on the board for this team. They're really good, man. I do think the Cavs can pull that out. It's going to be relying on can Jared Allen give them what they need at the five, but that James Harden and whatever big pick and roll is good. D Mitch is really good in a situation where he doesn't have to necessarily worry about playmaking to a high degree because James Harden is there. And one thing that I did really like for Cleveland, and I think that move is going to shine through. Keon Ellis, I think, did a good job defensively today, and Dennis Schroeder can just handle some ball handling responsibilities when James Harden kind of wants to get off the ball for a play or two, or D. Mitch doesn't want to bring it all the way down the court. He made a really good read where he drove dribble drive penetration, kicked it out to like the opposite corner. They hit the three. So the shooters can shoot well, the playmakers can play make, and the defenders defend. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cleveland. But we can go ahead to the next game, which was one of the primetime games of today. Minnesota at Denver. I do want to hear your thoughts because I'm a bit more doom and gloom over here about that one. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
I was gonna say this is probably the only game in which you probably didn't enjoy in terms of like the
Yeah,
outcome and whatnot.
yeah, no.
Um, I thought it was an interesting game. I'm gonna start by giving Denver props, particularly defensively in like that third quarter, mainly second and third quarter. They really stifled Minnesota. Now, part of that I think is on Minnesota's lack of IQ, but also gonna give the Nuggets credit for being able to swarm the ball, get back out to guys they want to get back out to, funnel the ball to players that they're comfortable having the ball. I think they did a good job of that. I do think they had somewhat a favorable whistle in this game. I'm fine to admit that. I do think a lot of the 50-50 ones went their way. Um, and sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Um, I'm on the side that Ant doesn't look fully healthy. Um, I still think like his advantage creation is still there, just in terms of how you have to like load up towards him. And in the first half, he got a couple plays where he's going to the rim, and you can still see that when they get there, we know what it is. Like the ball will go through.
Mhm.
But just it's about getting there. That's the problem. Julius Randle was not it tonight at all. Turns out
Nah.
when teams don't actually care about Julius Randle, he just didn't punish him. The Nuggets kind of just left Julius Randle to his own devices and said, go out there and do whatever you want. And whatever he wanted to do was play for the Denver Nuggets tonight. So shout out to him. Oh, Dante DiVincenzo, I think, had a really good game. I mean, the play where he stopped a 4 on 1 fast break. I mean, that's a huge like momentum swinger, or at least should have been. I think Rudy Gobert was probably the Timberwolves' best player today. I think he was amazing, particularly defensively in the first half. I think offensively he did all of the things you would want Rudy Gobert to do. Obviously, had the big blunder towards the end, which we're liable to have. Like we're
Just
liable to
handing
have
the
that.
ball off regular.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
hand it off regular, bro.
We're liable to have the Rudy Gobert doesn't look like a basketball player play. We're liable to have that. Unfortunately, it came at a pivotal moment in the game. I want to say they were down maybe 6-8, something like that, and then they ends up getting a run out. But I knew it was like they was going the Nuggets' way when Jamal Murray shot that half court heave and it grazed the rim, and then Denver ends up getting a dunk. I was like, yeah. And then I think that followed up with maybe a Minnesota turnover or something. Um, and I was like, that sequence probably just showed that, yeah, Minnesota's not coming out of there with a win. But I do think it was a competitive game. I think in the first half, they defended Jokic really well. He then sort of ramped up the scoring aggression a little bit, got a couple drives that you like to see. Jamal Murray was aggressive throughout, really liked his approach to the game. Couldn't buy a three, but I'm not overreacting to that. It's Jamal Murray. I expect him to make shots more often than he misses. And I think Denver being able to win a game in which they shot so poorly, particularly their main shooters, they take that as a sign of optimism. But I do think it could be a close series. But that's more so just from the outside lens. I want to know how you feel from the Timberwolves lens of the game.
Um, yeah, this series is over. And the reason why the reason why this series is over is because Anthony Edwards, I don't think, is healthy. They can't beat Denver without a 100% Anthony Edwards, in my opinion. Um, and I don't think that's going to be possible this particular series. Now they did do a couple of good things. Obviously, you pointed out Rudy Gobert did do a really good job on Jokic this game. I think he does need a lot of credit and deserve a lot of credit for that. He was also a really good offensive player today as far as catching the ball consistently, finishing at the basket. Um, Io DeSumo to me showed that he needs to be playing more. I want to see him on the court with Anthony Edwards more. He kind of uses those two to sub in and out, which I mean, I get it, but I think they need to share the court more than what they actually do. Nas Reed kind of struggled today as well. I think Nas can have a better game. Um, and yeah, Julius Foulius, man, just what can you say about Julius Randle, man? You know, just an absolute dud of a performance today. Didn't really provide anything. And then towards the end of the game, just completely lost it mentally, fouling Aaron Gordon 2, 3 plays in a row when the game probably is over. But, you know, if you get a stop here, you hit a three, you know, maybe something can shake. But he mentally was checked out. A couple things from Finch that I didn't get. Number one, he went Bones Highland, Mike Conley, and it was one other guard out there, while Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic were still on the court. Now, if there's one thing that Denver does do well, they recognize, oh, it's little niggas out here. Let's punish the little people. And they did that so good many like 2, 3 times in a row where he's like, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and get away from this lineup. He quickly shifted, so I do want to give him credit for that. But my question is, why did you go there in the first place? That's my question, especially with Jokic and Aaron Gordon still on the court. That makes no sense. Conclusion number 2 from this game: Bones Highland shouldn't see the court whatsoever. He's not a serious basketball player. I was saying this before the series started. He's a good regular season player to have. He's not a playoff player. Bones Highland is not a playoff player whatsoever. So he needs to be buried at the end of the bench for this series. And if they win this series moving forward in the playoffs, he's just not a serious guy. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, the rotation needs to be the starting five, obviously. Io, Nas, Anderson, probably your 8 guys that you're rolling with if you're Minnesota. And then maybe throw in a Terrence Shannon every now and then, or a Jaden Clark if you want to try to get some better POA defense on Jamal Murray. But yeah, I think the series is over. Not because I don't think that Minnesota can compete with Denver. It's just I don't know if Anthony Edwards is healthy enough to perform at the level that I think they need him to perform at to actually pull off the upset. But we shall see. Which oh yeah, Mike Conley was cool today too.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna
maybe
say Mike
yeah,
Conley gave him
Mike
some
Conley
good
was
minutes
cool.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mike Conley was cool.
pleasantly
He can
surprised by
still
the Mike
play.
Conley cameo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very
He can play
surprised.
a little bit. He can play a little bit. I'm not mad at that. But yeah, I don't know if Ant's gonna be healthy enough to do it. Also, last thing, the officiating in the first half of that game was absolutely disgusting. It was absolutely putrid and horrid, and to act like it wasn't means you are just watching the game through an insanely biased lens. Jamal Murray failed by himself and got 2 free throws. Nas Reed contested that ugly ass jumper, and it resulted in Spencer Jones getting free throws because the ref thinks that everybody shoots the ball with their follow through straight, not knowing that Spencer Jones does this nasty shit all the time, right? So Nas gets a foul on a crazy 3 from Spencer Jones. Jamal Murray is getting every call in the first half. I don't know what's going on. Then you go to the other end of the court. It's not the same. It's just not the same. Um, the whistle in this particular series, though, is going to be important, even more important than like usual, in my opinion, because I think the Wolves plan when they play Denver is to kind of overwhelm Denver with some size and physicality and athleticism, especially at the like point of attack. They like to do that to Jamal a lot. They did it in 24. So it's like if they're able to play Jamal like that, you see what Jamal was doing when they did. But if he's going to get those calls, then you get 11 free throws in one half. And that gets him going to then, start making shots in the second half. And then, he gets it rolling. Jokic gets it going in the second half as well. Um, Very interesting, though. Like, yep, people are more and more starting to just kind of concede their little pick and pop 3, though. It's like,
I
hey,
mean, that's what you gotta concede anyway. Like, even if he was capped from out there, I think that's kind of thing you kind of just have to live with.
mhm.
Um, I think that's what you have to live with when it's all bigs. I don't think there's ever gonna be a big, like a true center, where you want like. I'm not gonna say that because like there's probably some bigs out there where they can't win and post. Like, yeah, send him off the line because he can't do nothing inside the line.
Mhm.
But like any actual good bigs, I feel like the 3 is probably the thing you're always going to be willing to live with. Is it because it
I would
reduces
probably
offensive
run
rebounds and opportunities, touches. Like,
KP
it's
off
just,
the line. KP is another one probably will run off the
yeah, but the thing with KP is if you run KP off the line, because very often it's going to be a small closing out to him, so you run him off the line, he then just turns that into a poster, and then you get fried. So it's like it's not really like you're running him off the line for him to drive. It's just gonna be he's gonna up fake, you're gonna run him off the line, and then he's gonna give it back to his guards, get a repost, and then you're fried. Whereas like Cat, if you run him off the line, he's driving.
Mhm.
Um Miles Turner, maybe you run off the line. I could see that. Miles Turner probably being
Mhm.
one you run off the line. But most of like these all-star caliber bigs, it's kind of the thing you're willing to live with. Like if it's Embiid picking and popping for the 3, you're living with that. If it's Jokic, you're living with that for examples. So yeah, and if he makes them, he makes them. You tip your cap, but I don't think I'd ever overreact to Jokic making pick and pop threes because if he shoots 8 threes, you kind of just yay, all right, that's successful in my opinion. So yeah, I would
It also
continue that
means he's
strategy.
collapsing your defense less too. I'm not gonna lie. People in the chat, somebody in the chat said the Kobe about Ant, Denver just better. This ain't 2 years ago. If you are watching Anthony Edwards and don't see that he's not playing like Anthony Edwards, God bless you. That's all I can really say. Uh, Moving on to the next game after that, Atlanta, New York. This one was a tight contest for majority of the game. Don't let like the end of the game score fool you. This was a tightly contested game throughout. I want to give a shout out to CJ McCollum. He showed up to play in that game offensively. I want to give another shout out to Nikhil. I just think that he kind of handled the ball well, made some good reads, some good pick and roll, kick out passes. Jalen Brunson came out firing on all cylinders in the first quarter. Now, we don't have to talk about the rest of the game, but in that
Yeah,
first
yeah.
quarter, yeah, in the first quarter, he was absolutely
It looked like
cooking.
he was doing cone drills out there in the first
Yeah,
quarter. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
light
It
work. I
was
was like,
crazy.
God damn.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Um, Zachary Richardson, I pray you just get a second contract in the league, young man. That's really all I can say about you. And Atlanta showed a lot of fight. I just think they're clearly out. Some people think this series is going to be competitive. I have this series over in like 4 or 5 games. I just don't think Atlanta can really hang with the New York Knicks. I think the Knicks are clearly the superior team. They're more talented. They have more playoff experience. I just have the Knicks clearly winning the series, and they pulled away late in that game. Cat finally looked like he wanted to show up as an offensive player throughout the second half of that game, and I don't really have much to say about this game or series either. I got the Knicks winning this in like 5 games.
I think the biggest issue with the Hawks is that their bench just sucks. Like I
It
think
sucks.
their starters I do think can keep up. But the moment they go to
I
salute to
looked out
Zachary
there.
Richardson, man, but
It
God
was
damn.
Say, Kaminga, and Gabe Vincent on the court together. I said, "Good God Almighty!"
The four they went to off the bench today are all players who have glaring, like borderline unplayable flaws. Gabe Vincent, I mean, you're a Laker fan. You could speak to it way better than I can in terms of what he brings. Jonathan Kuminga, I know there's Warriors fans in the chat who will tell you about Jonathan Kuminga. And he's their best bench player, by the way. Jonathan Kuminga is their best option off the bench. Zachary Richardson is not an NBA player. Like, I just want to, like, he is terrible. And
Yeah, he's
I
trash.
think he's actually out of the rotation for the rest of the series. I don't think he's playing. I think they saw him for 2 minutes, realized my theory, my theory is Quinn Snyder got a call from the higher ups saying, play our number one pick, game one, because he's our number one pick. He got 2 minutes, ruined the game, came out, never to be seen again. That's my theory. And then Mo Gay, for all I like what he does on defense, offensively, he's just a negative. Like he just does nothing.
Yeah.
So even he has like his flaws, and also he's not a 5, and they're using him as a backup 5 because Jock Landale is hurt. So like he's being played out of position and means nothing on offense. So it's tough. But I like that starting lineup. I think Nikhil made some good playmaking reads. Obviously, you want to see him be a bit more efficient. There was not really much going for him in terms of like the 2-point scoring and where he could get to. CJ kind of carried the burden for them in the half court. I think the Knicks did a good job of limiting Atlanta's transition offense because that's kind of where I saw them being able to have a chance in this series if they were to get out and run. And the Knicks kind of just stifled that completely. And you saw the limitations of them as a half court team. Obviously, Dyson is someone who you don't have to worry about in the half court.
Good
So
God Almighty, man.
yeah, so his movement and like you're using him as a screener. And I do think he has some redeeming qualities in the fact that he can play in the short role. He's a good passer, he's a good guard screener, all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, like no one's worried about him scoring the basketball. I think you saw Jalen Johnson's half court limitations in this game. Nikhil, I already said in terms of his 2-point scoring. I think Onyeka made a few threes that like shout out to him, but once again, we just spoke about with bigs. It's like you kind of concede it, like it is what it is. They need to be able to maximize transition, which probably means I'm gonna play Jonathan Kuminga even more. Like we need to run. Like that's our like every miss we're running. Even if they score, we're taking it out quick. Like they can't go up against the set defense. They just can't. They're too limited. They don't have enough creation. Jalen Johnson's not good enough at it. I do still think they, like I said, they can keep up. Also, they can't be on this switch everything nonsense because Cat was just finding guys dive into the rim the whole time. Like they can't switch everything. I liked when they went with Dyson and Nikhil to guard the Brunson Cat 2-man game. I think that's a cool little thing that they went to towards the end of the game. I'm not saying I start with that from next game, but I'm definitely going away from switch everything 1 through 5, because when they're using Cat as a hub, because Cat's one of the guys who brings the big all the way out the lane, he's just seeing over the top of the defense and it's layups everywhere. So if they're able to limit the switching, and then get out and run, I do think they have a chance. But the Knicks are the favorites for obvious reasons. And shout out to Jalen Brunson for the way he started the game, because that was an amazing first quarter and a bit of play. Who else did I wanted to shout out? OG rolled his ankle. I don't know if that's a big deal. We'll see. I don't know if that's a big deal.
I think he's going to play. I don't think he's. Yeah. Now, does it limit him? We'll see. But he's definitely. I think he's going to play for sure.
It was a good game though, for the most part.
Another player I do want to shout out as well, Mikal Bridges, I think, played a good game. I think he was good defensively, hit some shots as well. But he kind of gets a lot of flack from Knicks FC.
It's because of what they paid for.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and I understand. They gave up a lot to acquire Mikal Bridges, and he is kind of like their X factor. I think when Mikal Bridges is playing well, that team is a lot better. I also want to shout out Mitchell Robinson. Made some really good defensive plays at the rim, protecting the rim.
Went 1 of 4
as long as he was 1 for 4.
Yeah.
I thought he went 2. I thought he had made 2. If he could just hit 1, I mean, a point per possession isn't the worst thing in the world if he can find a way to hit 1 of the 2 free throws every time. But I think he gave him some good minutes. But yeah, I don't think Atlanta, they're just not as good as the Knicks. They're just really not. And I don't really see too many avenues in which they can reach the Knicks level. Dyson Daniels is wow. He's just bad offensively, in my opinion. I know you said he has some redeeming qualities at the short. Yeah, he can pass a little bit. I see that. But like at the end of the day, it's so hard because it's not even like he's a big. It'd be one thing if he was a big and couldn't shoot, but like obviously a big would function more near the paint and near the rim anyway. He's a guard and gets guarded like Jared Vanderbilt. Like, it's nasty, bro. It's so hard trying to still have functional half-court offense when one of your perimeter players is getting guarded like that. It's just very difficult. It's a very difficult hurdle to jump. So I have that. I have Atlanta losing fast, quickly. And I need the Knicks to get that series over with quickly. Moving on to the last game that we just saw, Lake Show. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start this one.
I just want you while you victory lap this, I just want to make sure, as I'm allowing you to victory lap this, despite your lack of faith in your team, you will allow me to victory lap Jalen Green. That's it. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Fair.
Okay, there we go.
But I do think the context is different, because if KD wasn't going to be playing, and I knew that beforehand, I would have had more faith in the Lakers. But KD not playing now, hey, if KD miss another game and we up 2-0, hey man, I think we might get out of here.
You meant to win. You the home team.
I think we might could get out of this series if KD misses another game and we get that one too. Because by about game 6, Luka gonna be back.
You don't need no Luka to win this series. I tried to tell you that in the first place. You don't need Luka.
Stop. Yes, we are. If Kevin Durant's gonna play, we are gonna need Luka. If Kevin Durant plays,
you do not need Luka Doncic to win this series.
If Kevin Durant is playing, we're gonna need Luka. But the Rockets are not that good, bro. That was one thing that I know, like, it's been said all year, but that game, like, really highlighted it. It's like, damn, bro. Sengun, stinky, right? Jabari today, stinky-ish. He wasn't, I ain't gonna say he was like a dud, but he wasn't all that great. And because KD's out, they're having to play people like Tate more minutes, and this team not that good, bro. They really, honestly, if we had one of Luca or Reeves, I would still pick us to win this series, and that's including Kevin Durant. This team is not that good, bro. Amin still offensively limited. Sengun is limited. Their
Oh,
defense today wasn't all that great. I know we only scored like 100 points or whatever, but like
the
their
defense was
defense,
terrible. Defense was terrible.
yeah,
It was
like
not.
it, they did not look good today on either side of the court. I'm looking at Ime sideways right now. Hey, he need to get it together, bro. There's no excuse to be losing to this version of the Lakers, bro. And even with KD out, they got some things they need to figure out quickly and in a hurry, because losing in this faction today was bad. But I want to give a big shout out to Luke Kennard, who played a hell of a game. He's been handling the point guard responsibilities ever since AR and Luca has gone down with injury. He's been doing that at a really high clip, especially relative to himself, but shot the ball well today, play made well today, passed well today. I think Jake LaRavia wasn't as tastic, which is always a bonus for us, because I just expect him to come in the game and be terrible. He wasn't terrible today, so that's a plus. Marcus Smart also handled some ball handling responsibilities for us today.
Minus the close to the first half, Marcus Smart had a really good game.
Yeah.
He decided, yeah, minus that little
Mm-hmm.
3 minutes or whatever, he decided to. I don't know what he decided in that
Yeah.
particular instance, but minus that, yeah, really good game.
Yeah, I think Marcus was good today. Rui just put on a shot making clinic
Shout out to
today.
Dion. Shout out to Dion.
Shout out to Dion for the best mid-range shooter in the league, man. But it looked true today. Shit, the 1-2 dribble pull-ups. When he gets to that, I just be like, put the 2 points on the board, bro. If he gets to that cleanly, he's gonna make that shot. It just kind of is what it is. That's how accurate and efficient he is at that. DeAndre Ayton had a good game today. Like we played well. They really played well. It was a team effort. A lot of people were assuming like if the Lakers were to win a game or two in this series, it'll be because of like a LeBron James masterclass, which I do think LeBron played exceptionally well today. But it wasn't like some LeBron turn back the clock 30, 38, 12, and 10 performance. That's not what it was needed, because the team just functioned well and played well. I think he was a really good passer today, really good playmaker today. I think he hunted shots that he kind of knew he would hit, and hit them. He just played a smart basketball game. That's really what LeBron James did. Really no wasted movement. LeBron at this point in his career is all about efficiency, and not just, as far as true shooting, but he's not going to waste movements. He's not going to waste energy. He's not going to overcomplicate things. If you cut and you're open, there maybe was a time where he felt like, I'm LeBron, I can get to it anyway. If you cut and you're open now, he's going to pass you the ball. Like, everything is about efficiency and maxing out every little possibility on the court for LeBron James now. So great win for the Lakers. What say you about the game that we saw today?
Yeah, it was an amazing win for the Lakers. I think the most damning thing is the Rockets took 27 more shots than the Lakers and still couldn't crack 100.
I did not know that.
Yep,
That is crazy.
They took 20.
I mean, I knew they would. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's why, because when you said you don't think the Rockets defense was that good, even though the Lakers only scored 107, yeah, that's because the Lakers only took 66 field goals. But they shot 61% from the field. So your eye test matches up. Also, the game was just it was slower as well. So less possessions to go around. But yeah, the Rockets did the Rockets thing, missed a bunch of shots, get rebounds, and pray that they can win a game. But when you can't guard a team, you see the issues. The saving grace for the Rockets, I would say, is not even assuming Kevin Durant comes back. It would be that the Lakers shot as good as they did and still only won by less than 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can see the Lakers' margin without Luka and Reeves is so small. Yeah. And they can't take away the Rockets' offensive rebounding. So the Rockets don't need to be efficient. They just need to be
Yeah.
not the least efficient team of all time. They shot 38% from the field in this game and 68% from the line. Like, they just can't be that bad. If they're 45 from the field, 33 from three, and 75 from the line, they can quite easily beat the Lakers off possession battle alone. Especially if the Lakers come back down to earth in terms of their shooting. Shout out to Luke Kennard. When he shoots the ball, it goes in. It's really that simple. It's nice to see him obviously have to ramp up the aggression out of necessity. You saw like the ball handling and stuff that he's capable of when he was in Memphis. That was kind of the thing with him. It was like he wasn't shooting the ball, but he could legitimately drive closeouts, create for other people, initiate in spots. And I think that's what makes me so annoyed with Luke Kennard. Because like if he had this skill set and then just decided to like shoot, you're looking at like a legitimate starter, not just some rotation bench guard. So if he can keep up this level of aggression, I'm not expecting 5 for 5 every game from three, but if he can keep up this aggression, LeBron can keep playing the way he played. I think LeBron had a masterful game today, just controlled the game from all areas of the floor. I put out the tweet saying that he played like a 2000 star today.
Yup.
And I think, yeah, I just like it was. I'm not gonna lie, it gave me like throwback vibes. I was like, I like this. And he just controlled every aspect of the game. You can't double him. He's getting the ball in advantageous positions, and then he's driving, and then he's collapsing the defense for kickouts and lobs. And then you leave him one-on-one. He's able to score in the post. It's just like it was true basketball I was watching. It was true basketball.
Shot a few like mid post up, face up jumpers.
Yeah. That was how you wanted. That's how the game is meant to be played. And then on the Rockets side, Reed Shepherd is the worst defender of all time, and I refuse to. I'm sorry. All year long, there's been people who have eyes, and then there have been people who have been trying to quote me the defensive on-offs and telling me Reed Shepherd does not bleed a ton of value on defense. It's the same people who, not to bring back the Knicks, it's the same people who keep trying to tell me the Knicks are a top 10 defense and that Brunson isn't problematic on defense. If either you have eyes or you don't. Being able to skate by in the regular season doesn't mean that you are not one of the most egregious liabilities on that side of the ball in the sport. Reed Shepherd is getting attacked into oblivion and can't guard anyone. Literally can't guard anyone. His only hope is forcing turnovers. That's it. The moment he's guarding something, if he doesn't get a steal, it's over. So shout out to Reed Shepherd. Also, ideally make some more shots. Amen Thompson still can't shoot. Sky Blue. I actually don't hate the way Jabari played today. I think he was a consistent presence on the glass. He made a few like big shots in the first half. So of all of like the four young players, so him, Amen, Reed, and Şengün, I'd probably say he was the best. And then Şengün was just a criminal. I've laid out all the flaws of Şengün before. I don't need to lay it out again.
He was bad defensively too.
Terrible defense. You know how many times he let DeAndre Ayton get behind him for a dunk? It's ridiculous. Tari Eason played well. Sorry. If you count him as a young guy, Tari Eason played well. I'm gonna give him his flowers. So shout out to Tari. I think he had a good game. Everyone else, it was shameful. Josh Okogie, no one cares about him on offense as predicted.
No one.
Aaron Holiday came in and provided nothing. Jayshawn Tate, oh my goodness.
He's bad.
I'm not gonna lie. You can't tell me. Take Kevin Durant off. So no Kevin Durant tonight, like they had. This is not a playoff team. Like it's just
it's not. No,
this is not a playoff team.
If they are, it's because they snuck into playing and magically won 2 games. That is about. I tweeted out this game. KD is now second on my MVP.
Yeah, I've seen that.
hey, KD has been carrying this unit. My word, these niggas is not. That's what I'm saying. They're not that good, bro. If we had one of the 2 that are hurt right now, I would be picking us to win the series. Just one of them, not both.
I picked you guys to win the series regardless.
Yeah, but it was
and you still think I was trolling. I don't think you understand how trash I think this team is. Like, this team sucks.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, if they win, it's because they got a bunch of rebounds. Shout out to them. But like,
Mhm.
they genuinely can't put the ball in the basket, like at all. And now part of this is also just me looking at it through Jalen Green lenses and saying that he got scapegoated for not being able to be consistent in an environment like this, which I do still partially believe that. Now, part of it is also he's just not very good either. But he definitely,
Not very
I
good.
said,
Back-to-back 30 balls. I don't know what you talking about.
hey, better offensive environment. But
Mm.
I said Kevin Durant is one of 5 perimeter scorers, maybe 5 actually. I said maybe 5. One of maybe 5 perimeter scorers in the league today who could be efficient in Houston. Like, it's borderline impossible to be efficient in this type of offensive situation, especially now with no Fred VanVleet. It's like, what do you expect someone to be able to do? The fact that he's able to make this offense look competent when really and truly it's get the ball to KD, he shoots, and if he misses, pray we get a rebound. Like, that's their whole offense. It just is. Their defense should be better in this game. I'll say that. Their defense should be better in this game. I don't think you solve the offense, though. The offense is just going to be, do we get KD back or not? But the defense, it definitely can be better, should be better. I'm assuming Ime said in his post-game interview that guys just didn't come out with the right sense of urgency because guys weren't playing. And then something like that. He's going to be like, just because guys are out doesn't mean you could take your foot off the gas or what. He said something to that effect. I'm 85% sure of it. Reality is your team sucks and you don't help them. But whatever. I guess whatever. Shout out to the Lakers. At the end of the day, the Lakers were the home team, so all they did was do what they're supposed to do, which is protect home court. As they say, series don't start until the home team wins. So no series has actually started yet, I believe. Yeah, no series has actually started yet.
You mean until the home team loses?
Yeah,
yeah.
No. The series doesn't start until a home team loses. So yeah, no series has actually started. Maybe the playoffs start tomorrow. Who knows?
Everybody at home won. Yep. Everybody at home won.
I guess the playoffs start tomorrow, 3:30 Eastern.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We looking to, it's late. It's late. I hope y'all know that. It's late. So if you don't come up here now, you know what I'm saying, don't get mad at me when we up out this piece. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, we're gonna prioritize the face cams again. And we're gonna bring our first guest up, the guy that always starts the show.
Oh, Nassim, nice.
Nassim, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm probably just as surprised as other people when I checked that notification because I did not know y'all was gonna go live tonight. Not gonna lie. But you know what I'm saying? I always got to do my due diligence. Try to be that first one. Try. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That Cleveland game I slept. I was asleep. That game was ass. That game was ass, man.
It was first half. The game was close in the first half.
It was. It definitely was. I think I went to sleep in like the third quarter, but yeah, like D Mitch doing what he was supposed to do. I do like Strus stuff. Strus, when he came back, has been really good. People were saying that BI should have been scoring the ball more, but I don't think people was noticing how they was guarding him. And it's a lot harder to try to get shots up on that team when they're like trying to make sure BI doesn't score the ball. So it's just I don't know. I don't know what they can do next game to adjust. But yeah, Raptors hoops.
What series? What are the 2 series that you're like most interested in and intrigued by?
I'm gonna be honest. I would actually. I feel like I disagree with you on thinking that the Knicks just kind of take them out. I think they have a route to beat the Knicks. They played really bad today, and they was down 6 for most of the game. I think there's just certain things that they need to change up, and certain people need to play, to like make this make a little bit more sense for them. If they have a lineup where no or like most of the starters aren't playing, I think Buddy should play because they need a half court set to where they can have somebody at least shoot the ball and space the floor to make this make a little bit more sense. As well, Jalen Johnson and Kuminga need to not uh, do dumb things when they try to like take mismatches. Like I saw Jonathan Kuminga taking like one step leaning like floaters on Jalen Brunson. That was
So
really stupid.
you don't want Jonathan Kuminga to be Jonathan Kuminga.
I wanted. It's funny, and he got better later on in the game. It was just he doesn't know how to take care of mismatches all that well sometimes. Other times he does, other times he doesn't. He's just very 50. Um, but yeah, that's a series that I think is interesting. And the next series that I think is interesting that's in the first round, maybe Orlando Pistons. I don't know. I would have to see the first game for me to like see. I just think because their play styles are very similar, but I know it's gonna be kind of low scoring. But I would like to see how Cade adjusts to like that kind of defense. Those are like
Yeah,
my two.
the Orlando, which this video will be out tomorrow. I wanted it to be out today, but I didn't want to put out anything during the games and stuff. But like I said, I have like the Orlando and Cavs series going pretty similar. And
Mm-hmm.
I originally like predicted, I thought the Raptors would be able to guard Cleveland well in large stretches. But like as the game wanes, kind of what happened in like the Knicks game today.
Yeah.
I kind of have the Raptors and Detroit Orlando going like that. I think
Mm-hmm.
Orlando will be able to like hang in the game for a good amount of time because they're a bigger team. They can rebound with Detroit. Detroit obviously has like some offensive limitations, but I
Mm-hmm.
do think just as the game wanes, I do think Detroit obviously has the better offensive players in Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham, and Herder's been pretty good for him and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And I think they'll like gain separation as the game goes on, but kind of be like a competitive game up until like maybe midway through the
Like
third,
midway
something
third,
like that.
yeah, fourth quarter.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and then be like kind of over. It's gonna have how I see that game or that series going for like
Mm-hmm.
4 games. I think they're gonna sweep Orlando, to be quite honest with
Honestly, that's not bad to think either.
you.
It's more of just what you think like you're gonna see out of Paolo and Franz. And I don't know if y'all like talked about like the playing games and stuff like that, but it was so funny to me that Jamal Mosley like randomly got a brain during that last playing game. I've never seen him try to stagger Paolo and Franz before, like at all, with like decent lineups that fit like to their strengths. And
Mhm.
he did all of that game. And I'm like, now when you're about to get fired, you wanna
Hey,
like play
that's
smart.
when you're supposed to go deep into your bag. What you talking
That,
about? He tried to save his job.
I mean, yeah, but bro, you had all year to like try to do that kind of stuff. So we'll
Yeah, well, to
see
be fair,
if he
Franz was out.
continues that.
Franz was out most of the year. You know what I'm saying?
France
One
was
can
out
say
most of
he
the
would have.
year, true, but
One can say he would have been doing this. He just ain't have the tools because everyone was hurt. But so if
he was,
he
but
when he
but
beat the
they was
Pistons,
healthy. They was
exploded.
healthy enough to play together, and he would just keep trying to run them together. Like he kept trying to do it, and I'm seeing him do it where he like staggers them. I'm like, wait, this was something that people were asking for you to do for 2 years now, but that's fine. It's whatever. Um. Oh, hey Mars.
Hello.
What was with those Jalen Green tweets, man?
Yeah, press him.
What Jalen Green tweet?
Take those Jalen Green strokes, if I remember.
Oh, I
'Cause,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, because
Oh,
Carson and
those tweets. Oh,
Carson
you
and
you were wilding on
Car-
the timeline. I don't know.
nah, Carson a notorious Jalen Green hater. You know what I'm saying? He did everything but say it was deeply disturbing. I was like, hell no, we not letting this slide. That was you gonna get
Because
sent home by Jalen
no,
Green today. That's what's gonna happen.
because I like Jalen Green as well. He's like one of he's one of those Curry disciples. Actually, that's how I frame it. Coming up under Curry and stuff like that. So I actually think he's pretty cool. He's also very exciting when he's like good. Like the way he plays is very entertaining to watch. So If I do see a good performance, at least one good performance from him against the Thunder, I think I'm content.
I've already got my tweet for that out already. It's OKC's defense. So any bad performances have to get thrown away because
Mhm.
that's what we do. That's what we do. It's OKC's defense. Bad games don't count. So
Yeah,
if he has one good game, that's what he did the whole series. That's just how it works. And if he has
pretty
no
much.
good
Words
games,
have never
it's
been
OKC
spoken.
defense. Exactly. So that's all it is. OKC's defense. We've got our cop out already. And if for whatever reason he managed to fry that defense,
I think he got. I
guys,
think he
man, you
got a
guys
game.
might not want to
He got a
see
game.
me
He
for a
got a
while.
game in him where he could do it. He got a game.
That's all I need.
I hope so.
And let it be tomorrow. Oof.
Game one. Game one. He get 25.
Yeah, let it be game one. Let it give you game one. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Scary
I
eyes.
also do find it interesting on the fact that like I think Atlanta getting their reps in. Just to go back, Atlanta getting their reps in for like a series, and then they just go get a lottery pick this year. So,
Guys, they getting that Pelicans pick.
from what you see, who do y'all think they try to go get? A wing, a guard, or a center? I personally think a guard, but
I mean, it depends where the pick lands.
Mhm.
I mean, I think their biggest need right now would be a center. They're really
Yeah,
small.
but but if you get a top 3 pick, you're not drafting a big. Like, there's no sense.
Well,
in
yeah,
a
well,
big
yeah,
draft.
yeah. If you're that high in the draft, you're going to draft
that too. It's not many
one of
centers that's
them.
in that lottery that you would try to get,
But
if
And
any.
maybe you go for like an Adai or something.
That's a
Michigan.
little. That's a little
But
high.
but that's like I'm saying that's more like a late lottery type thing as opposed to like top 5. So it really just depends where they
Because Mars projected like what 12?
yeah, something like that, late lottery. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
you could trade back, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But of like the big prospects, I guess, if they were to fall that high, I'd probably go for Darren if I was Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of his shooting ability, and I think Quinn Snyder could probably get the most out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't mess it up. That's kind of where I'm at. You can't really mess it up. I mean, you just wouldn't draft a power forward because you have Jalen Johnson.
I was
So
gonna
that
say
kind
you
of
just don't
rules
get a
out
wing. Yeah, you
Embiid.
just don't get a wing.
Yeah, you just don't. But anyone else, yeah, I think you'll be all right. Right now, what odds do they have? Odds of the 7th pick. I think it's the 7th pick.
So that's what Macau.
That's where most of the point guards are. So looks like they're projected to get a point guard. So
okay.
I just wouldn't draft Darius Acuff because you're just going down the Trae Young route again, in my opinion. And you seemingly just wanted to get away from that. So I'd probably draft someone who you think can play some defense, whoever that may be.
You still hating on Darius Acuff?
No, I'm just saying he can't play defense. So
No,
that's not even hate.
facts.
Yeah, I'm just saying you just traded Trae Young because
you just traded Trae Young to get away from that.
Point
Point
is to do the same shit again.
Yeah, who's
but he probably more efficient. Like what if he actually like?
He's
exactly.
more
What if
efficient.
he's
for sure?
What if he's a better offensive player?
But you're still gonna run into the same problems of this guy's getting attacked religiously on defense.
I mean,
you're not seeing the vision.
I didn't mind their games going 145 to 146. You know, each game.
Well, this is the Hawks, man. They took Ricochet number 1, so shit. I don't know what they're gonna do.
You might be right about that industry plan thing, though.
Has to be. There's no explanation for how he managed to be the number 1 pick. There's no way. And it's not like he was like an Anthony Bennett number 1 pick where it was like it came out of left field. Oh my god, the Cavs took Anthony Bennett even though he's projected like 10th. Ricochet was like seen as the number 1 pick, like going through the draft cycle. Like
I do remember that,
and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like he never should have been mocked that high. But it's cool, you know. Salute to Ricochet.
It's fine. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know. All my teams is out. Like, so whatever I'm looking at from the playoffs is just honestly very neutral.
Teams is out because of Jalen Green. Just gotta make sure we know that.
And you know what? Yes. Thank you, bro. Put us out our misery.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. I
appreciate that. And hopefully,
all right, Nassim, we appreciate you coming up. Always starting the show off with good vibes, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Probably Wednesday.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Appreciate you coming up, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest. Hey man. Oh, here's how we're gonna do it. When you come up, talk about the series, or maybe two, that you're most intrigued and interested in. We don't necessarily have to go through all the series, so that's how we're gonna handle it. So we can um, be out of here in 2 hours or less. You know what I'm saying? We're shooting for 2 hours or less, and I'm gonna do a good job hosting, unlike Mars.
I'm
Our
already running
next
out of
guest,
energy. So, oh my god, another
Oh
Jalen
shit!
Green.
Kevin,
Yeah,
Kevin,
another.
Kevin Wayne.
Oh shit! My fault. I didn't realize I was up here, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good?
What's
What's
up?
good?
What's
What's good?
up, man? How you doing, KB?
Hey, listen. First of all, shout out Jalen Green before anything. So yeah, there's his praise. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I told you, real talk. You could beat that team and without Luca or Reeves, bro. I told you, even with KD, you could beat that team. I told you, bro. They're not like the best team at all. They're not a good team. Period. I don't know why I'm sugarcoating. I don't think they're good. Period. I think KD's good. I think Amen is good, and that's where our love stops. I'll be completely honest with you. Like surplus Sabonis is ass. Jabari's ass.
Surplus Sabonis.
Tari's ass. Bro, like all of these guys are ass, bro. Like they're not good. And then they're coached by a coach that doesn't know how to run an offense. Like genuinely. Like the second half adjustment was Reed Shepard take more threes, and it almost worked for like 4 minutes. That's it. That's all they really did, bro. It wasn't like they're not a good team at all. And I thought LeBron today, like
Houston shot 45% at the rim.
yes, bro. They didn't shoot good at all, Yang. You said it earlier, and I was actually gonna say it before you said it. They took like 93 shots to get to 98 points. They took
Plus
20.
25 free throws. Plus 25 free throws. So.
Like, bro, they're not good. I said it
That's
before the
disgusting.
game started. I was in low stream. I was telling Lo, I'm like, this game is like fuck offense. It's just a race to 100. Whoever gets to 100 first is probably going to win the game. And then you guys dropped 100, of course, and won the game, bro. Like, but yeah, to get into the details of the game, I guess, bro. I don't. Who do I want to talk about first? Sengun, man. This is a do or die series for him. I'll be completely honest with you. In my opinion, in terms of his Houston tenure, if he does not play well, bro, it might be GG for him in terms of moving on or looking to.
He should have been packed up for Giannis, but it's cool.
I agree. I don't believe in this player, bro. I genuinely don't. I don't think his play style. I don't like his play style, and I don't think his play style is effective neither. And the way the Rockets play in terms of the lack of movement also doesn't benefit him because I think he can make reads. Not like to the level of like the elite caliber players, but I think he can make a read or two. But they don't. I don't feel like the Rockets really move enough aside from Amen, who has to because he obviously can't shoot the ball. Funny enough, I actually seen someone said on Twitter when they run open gym, he just practices calf races. I was dying, bro. They said he does no ball work; it's just workouts.
Hey, the calf strong though.
That's what I'm saying. The
calf strong though.
Like what does he practice with a basketball though? That's what I want to know. Everything that I see that he's really good at is a lot of like reads and like IQ stuff is good, but like on the ball ability, genuinely, what does he practice, bro? That's one thing he has.
He had a nice little like bink little move, got to the lane, finished.
He's more like the
time.
first play of the game when he drove on Luke.
Yeah, it was like early in the game. Yeah, he had a nice little bink.
He
had a right to left floater that he got to. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But how many times does he get into that floater and or making it? That's the question, bro.
I mean, yeah, he can't score. I mean,
and hence with the basketball, that was my question, bro. Like I still feel like very limited, especially given how this offense is. Like he's someone like cuts, dives to the basket, short roll decision, like motion. But there's not a lot of motion.
Yeah,
offense.
I think he's a better offensive player than his brother. However, I think he should occupy the same like role in an offense. Like, hey, handle the ball a time or two on a fast break, I guess. Hang around the dunker spot, crash from the corner to get offensive rebounds. Like, he needs to be a very, very, very small part of your offense. He can't be one of your main ball handlers. It's just He's not that good, bro. He's just not a good enough
Bro,
offense.
also, Ayton was pretty good today as well. I thought Ayton played well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, LeBron played excellent in my opinion. LeBron's such a funny player, man. He's so good at basketball because it's like he makes decisions very simplistic, but he's so good at both decisions that it's so hard to guard it. Like Jokic does the same thing too, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like LeBron have his back to the basket. I remember there was a play in which they had Marcus Smart playing strong side corner. He just backing down. Then he just started making reads, and you guys were hitting your threes at a point. And then he told Rui to start playing the strong side so the help stopped coming from there essentially. And then he kept making reads, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna just start scoring." And then he just started scoring off of the post ups, and I'm just like, bro, like, off of like, bro, he just smarter than everybody else. Ability aside, like he is so smart at the decisions that he was making. Every possession from him was calculated, and he knew, sorry, going into the series, like he knew the offense wasn't gonna be as electric because it's really gonna be like really muddy. So he knew every possession really counted. He's not gonna have as many possessions as a Rockets team. So he was very decisive today. So the stat line does say like, oh, 19 points, 59 true shooting, but like I think he played way better than like his PRA or whatever. You know what I mean? So I want to give a shout out to him. Same with Luke Kennard. He's ridiculous, bro. I when he went down, when Luka AR went down, I was watching the Mavs games and the other Laker games, and I was seeing him come off of these curls and PNRs and making decisions and snake dribbling pull-up middies and swinging to the strong side corner for threes and stuff. I was like, bro, this guy's a really good like decision maker. Genuinely, like I wonder how it is going to be in the postseason. And he had just had an excellent game too. So shout out to him. I genuinely believe Lakers in 6. I swear to you, bro. I think you could actually beat this team without Luka, or at least push it to a point where in the 7th game you can bring back Luka, in my opinion. But they're not that good of a team, bro. You can double KD. It'll be hard for KD to make a reads because these guys can't move or cut. In my opinion, it could go either way. But I think you guys could genuinely win that series. But that's all I really want to say about the Lakers. The second series, I guess we could discuss is the one of the teams that I'm representing this postseason, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves, bro. Man, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's bad, man. You know what's crazy, Mars? I'm an honest man, right? I'll admit, not even admit when I'm wrong, but I'll admit when I do like some bad things, bro. Basically, with the Timberwolves were up like 10, and like I think Ant hit like a 3 or something. And Ant, he did like his little celebration where he goes like this, and he just starts like shooting a gun or whatever. I call real talk. I'm like, yeah, nigga, we win this series in 6. Fuck is we talking about? 5 like that. Real talk, I'll stream like, yep, they can't guard us. You know how it is, brother. And then you got the phone. I'm like, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. After that game, I called real talk and I said, bro, it's not looking good with Ant Gang.
It's not, man. It's really not.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like his burst just it was gone in the second half. The first like quarter and the half of the second, he looked good. But every time he planted and landed, you can tell he was like grimacing more. So like his burst was just gone. And then he just kept settling for really bad shots. Not to mention, bro, Julius Randle. I mean, like, I don't know why he's still on the team. After the season in which he had in the playoffs last year, the last postseason, I thought they should probably like trade high on him after given like how well he played. They let him stick around for God knows what reason. And I really truly feel like a Karl Anthony Towns today, if they just had that Karl Anthony Towns today, would have won them this game, bro. That is the sole difference, even with Ant playing as bad as he did. Because
Julius Randle threw a pocket pass to Rudy Gobert's
instead of a lob. I know exactly what play you're talking about. Rudy Gobert even said, throw it up. And he said, nah, big dog, you get in the pocket pass. And then he fumbled the pass and then they got a lay. Then after Mars mentioned that the shot off the glass, it was not really his fault because he probably thought it was shot clock violation. But just the effort in which to get back into the play was non-existent. You could just see him just slowly jogging up the screen as Aaron Gordon is about to get that dunk. And every time it was a momentum play, it was like off of Randall doing some dumb shit, bro. So like, I don't know. I think in this series, given how bad Randall played and they didn't really lose by a large margin, I still do think there's some life, but they got to clean up on some processing stuff, like especially in the half court as well. Because the Denver Nuggets defense to me is so gimmicky. Like I felt like they figured them out like within like the first like few minutes of the game, where they were finding DiVincenzo, finding their shooters in the corners as well, and McDaniels was attacking closeouts and getting layups. Like I felt like, especially Ant too, he was making good reads early on, and then as the game continued, they just stopped making those same reads that were also available. So I don't know, you guys already talked about it, but that's
there were large stretches of the game in that second half where Minnesota just stopped running plays. They just stopped running plays. It was Ant at the top of the. And again, this is also why I've been so high on Anthony Edwards as a scorer this year, because I watched the games and this is how they ask him to score. Beat the best perimeter defender with gap help, and there's loading up on the strong. Beat all of that by just doing you. And more times than not this year, he did it. He did it. He actually did it. That's why I've been so high on him as a scorer. But they just stopped running action. They just stopped. It was just, oh yeah, Ant, top of the key. Nuggets are gap helping. Nobody's moving. Nobody's doing anything. We're just watching Ant like he's healthy. Oh, or they'll switch it up. They'll switch it up and watch Julius. They'll go from watching Ant to give him the ball to Julius and watching Julius. I'm like, are y'all going to run something? Just something, bro. I'm not even asking for some genius set, Finch. Can we just get into some action? Because when they did run some action, they looked good. The offense looked good. It flowed. But, hey, they just want to cook that nigga cuz offense, and it is what it is, bro. GG's, man.
Also, too, shout out to Rudy as well. I just want to say that quickly. Rudy, I think, played really well today, especially offensively. Like, he was getting the ball in areas in which most of the time he's not comfortable, like catching it a few feet away from the basket, dribbling, gathering, and finishing. Like, even the contact finishing stuff was good today, too. And defensively, even though Jokic had a much better second half, I feel like he did a really good job on him. But one thing he needs to stop doing, he needs to stop biting on those, like, when Jokic has the ball like this and he's looking for a pass, he keeps putting his hands on Jokic, and Jokic just like 3 times just kept spinning off of him. One time he got like a layup, and then he got like an and one that was a push shot as well. But like other than that, I think he played really, really well in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I see in that game? But nah, man, yeah, Jamal Murray. I mean, 16 free throws. My goodness, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the officiating today on both ends were horrific. I'll be completely honest with you. Like the Aaron Gordon call, I think that was probably the fairest one, the offensive foul. I seen Swipe a tweet. How was that an offensive foul? That's so soft. Literally, Mike Conley catches a forearm to the nose.
Yeah,
like this. And I'm like,
I'm mute Swiper. I just muted him, and yeah, I'm not even going to deal with it. Bro, the worst call in basketball. I'm glad because now I'm remembering. The absolute worst call in basketball is when the offensive player just is going like dribbling with some pace or whatever, jogging or running, just runs into the defensive player and throws the ball up at the rim, and that's a foul. I don't that one that got called on Julius Randle. What do
Aaron
they
Gordon?
Want Julius to do? Because quite literally, the only other option is to just get out the way and don't play defense.
I don't know.
What do you want him to do? His hands are up. He's chest to chest with Aaron. He's not doing anything. And Aaron just bulldozes into Julius, throws the ball up, and gets a call.
Another thing too, Chris Finch, his minute rotation to them. Why was there minutes in today's game? It kind of worked. Like early in the second, I seen it worked with Mike Conley. No Ant and no Julius Randle, like at the same time. I don't know what that's about. And Julius Randle's minutes were so weird. At one point, he played like only 5 minutes in the game. And then in the second half, I think he picked up a lot of minutes. And then Naz Reid didn't play a lot, even though when Julius Randle did play, he was very, very bad. So like Finch is confusing the fuck out of me with this rotation. I don't know what's going on, genuinely, but I don't know, man. I need to keep faith because I need my Minnesota Timberwolves to do me a favor in this first round, man. You know what I'm saying? Do me a vital favor, man. Make this Spurs run as easy as possible before we get to that WCF. You feel me? That's all I need at the end of the day. And of course, Ant beating Jokic is just fun. I'll be completely honest, man. But Yeah, those are the only 2 series in which I really care about. Sunday's just about to be a blowout fest. I hope you guys know. There's no game.
I agree.
Hey, yeah, you're gonna think Phoenix is gonna do something, right? Yeah.
I just said I agree. That's what I said.
No,
So who's doing?
being nasty and like
I was gonna ask who. I was gonna ask a question, but who is?
Philly's gonna blow up Boston.
I just said I agree. I ain't say
Yeah.
No, so wait, so tell me,
I know you.
Who do y'all think's winning tomorrow? Philly, Boston, OKC, Suns, Portland, San Antonio, and who's the other game? It's a 3 or 4.
Detroit, Orlando.
Is that game? Who do y'all think?
Postseason P5.
Nah. That's gonna be mud hoops, bro. I'm telling you.
I try to tell people why postseason P5. Guys,
I mean, the Orlando game, the one against Charlotte, was the most obvious 30 ball. Like it was right in front of you, bro. Like it was.
I agree, but people are telling me the Hornets.
Avoid Charlotte. I ain't gonna lie. They just
Charlotte's a small team, bro. They're a fun team, though.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Mars. Your guy,
Musa,
really good backup, but that's what.
So we play hurt now. Now we got guys.
No, but he's just a backup.
Crazy.
He's little.
I mean, yeah, he's always been a backup. That's never been, obvious.
He's a backup. Yeah,
wait, so Mars, I have a question. Are you officially out of Rockets FC? Are you done with them now? Saga over?
I mean, I watch more Rockets games than I probably should.
But why?
That's it's just I agree.
It doesn't make sense why you watch Houston. I'll be real, but
I'm not gonna lie. Part of it is because they're the only West Coast team for other than like the Wolves, whose games be on at a reasonable time. And like the Grizzlies just suck. I'm good. Yeah, so it's like their games are on at a reasonable time. So it's like either them or the Wolves I'm gonna watch. So I'll just watch those teams. Yeah, I watch both those teams. Yeah.
I'll pick the Wolves every time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then I like Amen Thompson. Also Kevin Durant's on the team.
Fair. even last year though. Last year is like.
Oh no! Last year, I mean, that's the only reason I watched.
Also,
I watched him in the tank.
Jalen Green is winning that Houston war so much right now. Like I don't think Jalen Green's that nice, in my opinion. I don't think he's that nice. He's a good player, but I don't think he's that nice. I remember at Houston, like people were getting onto him not being like good enough and whatnot, but then other people were saying, "Look at the roster, look what he has to deal with." Bro, if you just look at the core of it all, it is rotting, bro. It's so bad. Everything about this roster, I just do not like at all. It's
never too far, bro.
Put it down, bro.
Never too far. We never lost faith, bro.
Put it down.
Never lost faith, man. Jalen Green really a hooper for real. That shit crazy. Y'all been seeing that, boy? Oh, hey, that boy hooping.
I mean, I think Jalen.
Green both playing
right. You know what I'm saying? But because his first game of the season, obviously he did what he did against the Clippers, and then he got hurt the very next game. So didn't even get a chance to catch a rhythm during the season. Mm-hmm. So that was fried. He then comes back like mid-January and then gets hurt in his second game back again.
Mm-hmm.
He then came back like right before the All-Star break. So like he got like a couple games and then it was All-Star break. So once again, no time to catch a rhythm. The first time he actually played games was right after the All-Star break. And then he struggled for like the first like 5-6 games after the All-Star break. And that's where all the think pieces about Jalen Green still hasn't changed. He's the same person, blah, blah, blah. He hasn't developed anything. But like since that moment, so like March hoops, he's been cool. Like he's been for the most part, he's been for Jalen Green standards pretty consistent. He then got hurt like his last game of the regular season. He only played like 3 minutes. But up until that point, he's been relatively consistent. And it's not like it's consistent with like outlier 3-point shooting because like his 3-ball actually hasn't been that great. Now the playing game, obviously, we just saw made like 8 threes. So that was
to be
great.
fair though, we gave that nigga so many. We gave that nigga.
Yeah, you gave him a bunch of like
catch and shoot threes. So like you let him catch in rhythm, and it's like he's gonna start making a step back corner threes over Al Horford and like the fading right hand corner three, strong like bro, yeah, like that's just
but like the point is he had no time to catch a rhythm at all this season. Like his first, I want to say 10-15 games of the season came in a span all the way from November to the All-Star break. He played 15 games in that time. And then I'm listening to people tell me, oh, his field goal percentage is this. It's like he hasn't strung together like 10 straight games at all. And then the moment he got to stringing together some games, he's been relatively consistent. So for reference, he started the season off his first 14 games 35% from the field, 26% from three, playing 22 minutes a game, averaging 13 points. And this is the minute breakdown, just so you can see what was going on. His first game, he plays 23 minutes, has the 29 points, whatever. Then he plays 7 minutes, gets hurt, has 2 points. He then comes back for 20 minutes, has 12 points. He then gets hurt the next game in 4 minutes. He then comes back and plays 15 minutes before missing the next 3 games. He then plays again right before the All-Star break, plays 15 minutes and then plays 20 minutes, then misses the last game before the All-Star break. He then comes back post All-Star break, and this is where he finally starts stringing together games. And this is the stretch of the season in which people started writing all their think pieces. Because in this stretch, he had games. This is all in a row. So he went 11 for 23, 6 for 26, 6 for 16, 5 for 18, 4 for 15, 7 for 16, and 5 for 20. So in that stretch of games, it was Jalen Green sucks, blah, blah, blah. Since that moment, so since that 5 for 20 game, he then closed the season all the way until the Houston game, in which we all saw, averaging 22 points on 47% from the field and 35% from 30. And that's not just he had great games and then terrible games. It was relatively consistent. 47%, 42%, 50%, 61%, 52%, 40%. I'm sure you watched this game when he went 3 for 17 against the Timberwolves. I'm pretty sure you watched that game, real talk. So that's like his one big stinker. Yeah, terrible. He missed the wide open layup in the game. 7 for 20, so 35%, 53%, 53%, 46%, 59%, 50%, 30% in 20 minutes, 53%, 52%, 36%. For Jalen Green standards, that's pretty consistent. That's like 4 bad games. Like, he's been pretty good, like, since he got into a rhythm for a while. And then obviously the 2 playing games add on to that. Now, once again, he's gonna suck against OKC. But it's OKC's defense. So who cares?
You know, I love how everyone, regardless of who made it out of this first round, whether it been Phoenix, LA, or Golden State, everybody was like in agreement. Bro, it does not matter. We're playing OKC. Like,
it's OKC.
We're playing.
I mean,
OKC, you're gonna get that little.
Just let us get healthy for real, bro.
Who's us?
The Lakers. Just let us get healthy.
You can put out the tweet,
bro. No. Well, you cannot put out that every single time you've done it. It's been a blowout, bro. You gotta stop. Like, you can't do it if you get
right?
Odds are it is eventually going to turn him
exactly law of averages.
No, bro. Yeah, exactly. You just stop.
I'm going to definitely keep tweeting the tweet.
How about you just tweet? We gonna lose today, and then that's it.
I'm definitely going to keep tweeting that tweet. If we get to round 2, I'll be tweeting that tweet before every single game.
So you only tweet it 4 times.
What is
you only tweet it 4 times? Okay.
What is the most recent update on Luka then right now? Because I just know that
they said he might return mid.
So apparently he went to Spain and got some giraffe tranquilizer shot into his hamstring, and hopefully he'll be back by. They're saying this series.
They said he could come back.
He could come back this series later on this year.
You don't need.
Yeah, you don't. You don't need him.
You do not need him to beat the Rockets.
Given the fact that
handle business and get him close. If you can get 75% Luka in the second round, you might not get blown out in one of those games in the sweep.
Okay, I have a question. Not even a question. Yeah, I have a question. Remove KD and Amen. I'll say Amen. What is there to respect with Houston, right? Like, as of right now,
reach up at threes,
offensive rebounding
for sure.
Look what happened. They took 27 more shots than you. What did it turn out to?
That's not always going to. I want y'all to know this. Not
going to say if they get that many shots again, they blow the Lakers out.
That's still not a winning formula for the Lakers.
Yeah, I hope the Lakers are going into the film room discussing how to clean up the offense.
Yeah.
Like, I hope they're not taking this as
tonight wasn't repeatable.
I mean, Rui played 42 minutes and had 2 boards. LeBron literally said in a interview, "We got to get on the glass." LeBron had 8, and the second, 8 and had 11. And then after that, the third highest was 5 from Vanderbilt. And then out of the starters, I believe the highest was 11, 8, and then 4. It was pretty much 8 in LeBron, and I think Luke Kennard I was looking at. Yeah, Luke Kennard had 4 rebounds. And Rui had 2. Like, that is true. They do have to clean up the boards, but again, I'm not moved by. I look at them and I'm like, nah. Like, You don't got it, bro. I don't care about the offensive rebounds. I'm not moved. If like Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet were there, then I'd be like, okay, I understand that more. But nah, man, nah. Like KD can't save you out of this. I don't think he can. Like he can, but I don't think he like really can. Like as like for certain, in my opinion. Instead, like that's just what I think, bro. I don't really believe in this Houston team at all. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wish my team got that team. We would have beat them in 7 games. And given our state of health too, I'm not gonna lie, we would have had a shot. I'll be completely honest, man. Team is
Maybe,
not.
possibly, but we'll never know. Thank you, KB. Thank you, KB, for coming up here, man.
I see how it is, man. You know what? All right, I'll root for Laker Nation too, man. All right, bro.
We'll see you next time, man.
All right,
Peace,
bro.
love, and
I'm
blessings.
gonna catch you, man. Have a good life, man.
Merry Christmas.
Let me read these super chats before we get to the next one. A limited Z Talks 199 said Julius Fullius dubious handle, my God. Facts. Tresmania $10 super chat said La GM got us Aiden and Smart. Rob got us Kennard. W depleted assets. 77 broke the role player shooting and Nuggets curse. W Braun. W Rue. We believe in all the delusions till the end. Hashtag 18 on the way. W Mars. I mean, W Real Talk. W Mars. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm there with you now. I'm going to be delusional. You know, I'm going to be delusional. I am, because we might as well. We're in the playoffs. Might as well be a little delulu. You know what I'm saying? We're already here. Let me see where else we're at. Renzabo 499 super chat said, "Watching paint dry is better than watching the Rockets with no KD." I had a great time watching that game.
Could you imagine if they had to see like a real defense? Like, no disrespect to the Lakers, but like, could you imagine? Like them
Actually,
against
what I want to
OKC,
imagine,
Detroit, something like that.
yeah. If they do get past this round, God bless them. That's God bless them, because they're gonna have to see OKC, and
They might score 70 in a playoff game.
I don't think they crack 100 any game. I don't see it happening. I really don't.
If they didn't have Kevin Durant, I'd agree with you.
Do we remember what KD be looking like? You know what?
Yeah, but you still have to commit resources to him. All it takes is one outlier shooting night of gravity to get you to like 102.
I guess, brother. I guess.
I mean, I said
hear
102.
you.
I ain't even saying 115,
I hear
102.
you.
It might be a buzzer beater to get you past 100, but you might get there.
I hear you. I hear you. The Tribe One $5 super chat said, "If the Lakers win, Mars, let's go." KD now playing means they have to play 1980s basketball. Holy shit. They have no half-court offense. Lakers in 4.
They played 1980s basketball with Kevin Durant too. They just happen to have Kevin Durant when they do it.
Facts. Facts. The Tribe One $2 super chat said, Braun was on his Magic Johnson Real Talk Elite Hoops. And this is how I know that Magic Johnson isn't that good. Because LeBron James at 41 with very little burst left, right, can just go out there and mentally play like Magic Johnson, just off his mental capacity and basketball IQ. And y'all dead ass be hyping this nigga. That's crazy. And LeBron is still right now a better transition scorer than peak Magic Johnson. Say I'm lying. Exactly. This is fucking sad. You need to be hyping this guy. Hey, look, I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not a time to be hating on Magic Johnson. Again, make sure that you like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, turn that notification bell on so you know we're live when we drop another vid. We're gonna go on to our next one. Jonathan Frazier, how you doing?
Gentlemen, how are we doing?
I'm good. I'm
Hello?
good, man.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Jeremy Lin?
That is Jeremy Lin.
We're keeping it orange for the first part, keeping it short and sweet. I liked what I saw today, especially from Cat. The big bodega setting up shop. I ain't worried about Atlanta because they're all little. Like Onyeka Okongwu, I think is like the biggest guy they have. He's like 6'8". That's food. Like, sit down, bro. And then I'm watching him like, I feel bad for Quinn Snyder's their coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel bad for him because I'm like we're sitting CJ McCollum. I'm watching Gabe Vincent, Jonathan Kaminga, Harish Sashay standing at the scores table. I'm like, damn, that's gotta suck. Like, am I crazy? Bronny James is better than Reese Sashay. Like, am I crazy for saying that?
I
Like, he's so bad.
mean, about what and what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, oh,
But like,
Richard St. Clears. I don't know.
I've been giving him slack because, like, I mean, that draft class was supposed to be weak anyway. But then it's like, I give him slack, but then it's like Stephon Castleman, like right after. So it's like, that's on you, in my opinion. But
Yep.
yeah, he sucks. He sucks. CJ McCollum, you're weird. I saw what you said about my captain. Watch your mouth. Talking about he was playing Broadway when you literally kicked him in the balls. What are we doing?
Mm.
And also, talking about Jalen Brunson. To go from 6 for 6 to 9 for 22 is kind of insane. But we're
That
gonna let
means he
that
was getting
slide.
his ass clamped. Oh my
We're gonna
goodness.
let that slide. But um, yeah, I'm I'm really upset with what Charlotte did, and then with with freaking San Antonio because they low key ruined the playoffs for me a little bit because a lot of these series are unwatchable. Like you guys said, like tomorrow is gonna be some of the nastiest basketball I've probably ever seen. Like I've got to watch Orlando and Detroit. Like it sucks. It sucks. But anyway, we're done. We're done with we're done with the with the Knicks fandom. 1 second. We're done with the Knicks fandom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Okay.
knew what was going on. Yeah.
Ah, a Laker Nick fan is crazy work.
And
Crazy work.
OKC. Don't forget OKC.
And OKC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Charlotte. Yeah, allegedly.
When you guys were talking, I went and looked. We took 66 shots and Houston took 93. That
Yep.
is Mars. First, I wanted to say I'm proud of you for actually showing up today. You know, I knew you could do it, and round of applause for you. But like I told you, I had this much hope. It has now grown to here. I just needed to see a game. I don't know which is worse: a December Lucas step back three over two people, or a Sengun hook shot. That is literally one of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm not even a Houston fan, and I was getting upset. Like I was getting upset. I don't. He's. I never saw the baby Jokic, but like I don't even know what he is. It's disrespectful to like to put him in that conversation. It's disrespectful to put him in that conversation. Like I'd rather DeAndre Ayton at this point. So
Oh, right.
real
Okay.
talk.
I'm not
I
going.
don't know
I'm
how you
definitely
feel.
not going that
No,
far.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm
No,
there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I'm sorry. He sucks. He sucks. He
no,
sucks.
I'm
He
I'm
sucks.
not
I've been
there.
fighting this
I'm
He
Shangoon war
sucks.
for a long time.
I'm
I
not
Yeah,
get
there
that.
you.
though.
Now I'm not
Yeah,
going to
no.
DeAndre
He
Ayton
sucks.
levels, but
Yeah, no.
I
But
have been
like
fighting this war for a while.
one thing that was killing me, I don't I don't know what the hell is going on in Jackson Hayes' head. Why are we biting on that weak ass pump fake?
Because you
I
get
don't
real threat
understand.
from three. That's why.
No, he is not.
You're not going to jump at
I
Shangoon's 30%
Vando is
three
a
point
better
shot.
3 point shooter than him. That's where I'm at. I'd rather see Vando shoot threes. Vando is killing me too, but that's another story.
Mando
But
made his first three. I
um,
saw that.
He did. Right
Cash
corner.
cash.
he made his
Yeah,
Respect
first
him.
cash
three,
cash.
and
Yeah.
then like that's the one thing I will say with Bronny. I'm like, bro, we're giving it to Vando in the corner. Like, just hold on to the ball and just run something else, bro. Like Vando's not shooting. You give it to the corner, Vando kicks it right back out. Um, and I will give you credit though, Mars. You were telling me about Luke Kennard. I had no faith, but you got me. I think we got something cooking. I think we got something cooking. We did.
He don't get
Well,
no
I said we
Luke
got to get
Kennard
to.
love. He been trying to shit on Luke Kennard.
No,
He don't shoot
he was
enough.
telling me. He was telling me.
He still
He was
doesn't,
telling-
by the way.
He
Like,
don't shoot enough.
5 for 5.
he still does.
20, what he got? 27 today. He shot
On
enough to
12
me.
shots, yeah. On 12 shots, yeah.
He took
shot
5
enough to
threes,
me.
man.
Yeah, that's
But
called.
no, he was
efficiency,
amazing. I said Luka Knock have a good series. I said that. No, Luka, he has to shoot. He has no choice.
You were right, though. I will give you credit. They weren't really pressing him like I thought they would. They're pressing Bronny more than they were pressing Luke, which is interesting. But
Luka Knock
do you guys
hands in
think
a
Ime should get fired? Would you fire Ime if not even if they're gonna lose to OKC, but like, do you think they need a coaching change? Because I really don't know what the issue is. I think it's just a dumb basketball team, like a dumb group of guys. But he's also not the best with X's and O's. So
I think Ime is fine if he has like an offensive coordinator with him or something like that. Like I still think that Ime is one thing I think he does do well is like be a leader of men per se. I do think he does that well.
Hire Doc Rivers if that's the case.
No,
that's what they said Doc Rivers did.
No,
that's exactly what they said Doc
no.
Rivers did. They said Doc Rivers' value was in the locker room.
But guess what? Doc
leader.
Rivers won a championship when he had one coordinator though. Tom Thibodeau coordinating.
That's a defensive coordinator. Yeah, that's a.
But I'm saying either one though. Either one. This team obviously, but on that team though, you have Pierce, Ray, KG have way more offensive.
Oh, the offense handles itself.
Yeah, offense handles itself. This team, you have some defensive personnel per se, but you need somebody setting up some offense. I think he needs that. He definitely needs that. Actually, he can still be the figurehead though.
I don't know if Mike D'Antoni can make this offense work.
That's also why I don't be coming down too hard on Ime because like.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Amen
at too.
Thompson is his point guard. I don't know what you really want this nigga to do for real.
Like Reed Shepard.
Amen is his point guard or Reed Shepard. And when Reed Shepard comes in, now you can't play defense. So it's like, I don't know.
So when Reed Shepard breaks the 3-point line, just can't do anything. Also, so like. That's relevant. So, yeah, salute, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm holding out hope for them, I guess, next year with Fred, but I'm not the biggest Fred VanVleet guy, so I still think they're cooked either way. But
people are gonna. I'm gonna call it right now. People are going to massively overrate Fred VanVleet as a player, just because he's going to be filling such a gaping hole for this roster. And just even his mid-point guard play is going to.
He might sneak some all-star votes off the.
Yeah, it's gonna have all-star impact.
Yeah,
just him being like mid because that's how bad their point guard play is. So, yeah. But Jonathan, we're gonna go on to our next guest. We appreciate you pulling up, man, and celebrating all 5 of your teams. And guess what? I don't have a problem with you having that because I'm a multi-teamer.
3.5.
Myself.
3.5. Charlotte right now. A little shaky.
A
little shaky. So.
Okay.
They on a break.
No problem. No problem. But we will see you Wednesday. You have a good rest of your night, man.
You too.
Fred VanVleet shot 38% from the field last year, and that's who we're twerking for to say they need him back. Man.
What's up,
Hunter, man? How you doing? Hunter?
Oh, look, the Denver fan.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Been amazing right now. We're about to see a series in 2026 where Rudy Gobert is the best player on a team.
I mean, he's been that many times before, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ, how many years away are we from that? Like, you couldn't have predicted this. Because I like Rudy. I'm gonna get Rudy Gobert glazed, not Denver yet. No, he is great. I thought he was awesome. Like, especially in the first quarter, like the defense he was playing on Jokic was amazing. Like, he was stuffing him. He was causing turnovers. Being sloppy with the ball. Offensively too, he was finding his spots, getting offensive rebounds. I thought he was great. Like not the entire night. Like, oh my god, near the end of that game, some of the shit that he pulled. But like, shout outs to him. He's probably gonna get slandered to hell in this series, and it's not gonna be anywhere near his fault. Probably like usual, but yeah, that with Ant injured, if they go, it's a success if they get this to a game 6. Like, this should go no more than 5. Like,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it's like just Ant's injured. Ant has to do literally everything offensively for that team, and if he's not at 100%, they will not do anything. Like Julius Randle, Jesus Christ, man! I think I'm thankful I get to play against him. If he was on my team, oh my god! But he was horrific. Most of their players outside of really, like, what do they shoot from 3? Like, they only had really two people hit any sort of threes. There was Ayo and Dante. Dante started off, I think, 3 for 3 to start the game off, and then kind of didn't really get a whole lot of shots. Ayo, I thought, had a decent game. He wasn't bad, but it's everyone else. Ant was 2 for 9. Julius was 0 for 3. Jaden McDaniels, I didn't think, had a very great game. He was 0 for 4, I think, right? Yeah. So none of them
lost his composure that game.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I think for good reason, but he still lost his composure that game.
That was one of the only games I can remember when Denver plays Minnesota that Denver was the aggressor in kind of these matchups. They were the ones taking it to Minnesota, whereas I think a lot of the time, especially when you in this series back in 24 and the regular season in 25, Minnesota would just be aggressive toward Denver nonstop. Whereas this game, like, they kept going at Minnesota constantly, and I think that's what worked really well for them, especially because they didn't.
I do think that is in part due to the whistle being in Denver's favor.
Probably.
Can't be as aggressive if I'm just going to get called for a foul every time. So,
but as someone who has had to watch this team basically shy away from any sort of physicality with this matchup, it's like insane to see, because I didn't feel like Jamal got 16, but it didn't feel like Jamal he was kind of felt like he was just kind of came with how he was playing. It didn't feel like he was hunting really. He got some calls that weren't really like all there, but it's not like Jamal was hunting for them. And it's like the Nuggets shot 27% from 3 this game too. Like, they shot worse than Minnesota did on more attempts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, only by 2, but like they and the game got close in the fourth quarter, where it's like, if Jamal makes 2 of his 8 threes, this game is probably over by the third quarter. It's at least up until 18 points, a 20-point lead in the third quarter. So I don't expect Denver to shoot that bad again, especially Jamal. So it's like, you got like. And I thought Jokic he was horrific, I thought, in the first quarter. I thought he was bad. I thought he got way better as the game went on. I think in the second quarter he was pretty good. And then as the game went along, I think he settled. He just got better. I think it was like a C- game for him, though. Nothing great. I thought Jamal Murray was probably our best player, and he was missing a lot of his shots from the floor, but he just put all this pressure on Minnesota's defense, just getting downhill. He wasn't hitting his threes, but at the same time, it's like he's getting to the line so much. He's creating so many looks. And that's the one thing. We weren't hitting our shots, but it felt like whenever we got into our offense, we got literally any shot we wanted. We just didn't drain them, So I don't expect this series to go past 5. Like, it's tough, but.
I said that, and apparently I was trolling. Isn't that right, Road Talk?
Wait, what are you talking about?
When I said Denver in 4 or 5.
I don't recall what conversation you're talking about. I think the reason why I want Ayo out there with Ant is because I think he would be the best guard to capitalize on y'all playing Ant like that. So, like, one thing Ayo is good at are threes. He can hit threes, and he's a good little pull-up mid-range shooter. And so I think what should happen is they let Ayo run more of that 2 game, that pitch and chase game with Rudy Gobert, and then you have Ayo attacking that drop coverage and a lot more space than Anthony Edwards. I think that would lead to some better offense than having Ant do it over and over again, where there's all this gap help and loading up on hit. Like I think they need to let him do that. I don't think you can do that with Dante because I just don't think Dante is as good as an offensive player as Dosunmu. But I think they need to do that with Dosunmu. They need to let him handle the ball a little bit more, and then also just have Ant working off ball more. But this is something I've been saying about the Timberwolves all season. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to make that adjustment.
Yeah, they're just not that good. Ant is holding that team on his back so much. They really aren't all that good. Like, they're only good defensively because of Rudy too. So it's like Ant has to carry basically almost the entire load on offense, and Rudy has to backpack their defense. So it's reliant solely on basically two players to do everything for the team. So it's disappointing, but it's like, you look, what else are you going to do? You don't trust Julius Randle to, constantly probably create all your offense. And outside of maybe Jaden McDaniels, who else as a defender are you looking at, like, go get him, So it's they're just in a really tough spot, like, especially because that's why in this matchup, that's why Cat was so good, because Cat might not be the best defender, but he's someone you just put on Jokic and have Rudy do everything else. Because Cat was, I don't know if people, I think Cat was their best player in that game 7 that they won against us. I think he was the biggest reason they won, and not having that anymore, replacing with Julius, who I think is a worse offensive player, a way worse defender, and a way smaller body on Jokic. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, realistic.
I agree. They're held together on both sides by one person on each side of the ball, in my opinion. I'll give Jaden McDaniels credit on defense, but their defense is heavily carried by Rudy Gobert, and their offense is pretty much entirely carried by Ant. I just don't think that's a recipe to build in a team that's trying to contend anyway.
But the where I've fallen with Minnesota, though, obviously, is just like, I agree with the sentiment. I just think that their two players are that good on that side of the ball. I'm only like definitively picking like OKC in the West. Again, if they were healthy, like, for sure beating them. I do think they can still compete with everybody else in the West. But we don't have to go into the me explaining why Minnesota's a really good team thing. I've done that plenty of times. I mean, they even competed today with how bad Julius Randle was, how limited Ant was with his mobility, and it still like was a 5-point game in the fourth quarter with like
that I was so ticked off. They kept there's the top of the fourth quarter minutes. Oh my god, J-Val picks up the stupidest fouls you'll ever see in back-to-back plays. Like,
oh yeah, he's bad.
Like, I thought he was decent in this first stint. Like, I think because top of the second quarter, the Denver went on the run to kind of regain or to tie up the game. So I thought he was decent then. But fourth quarter, he was awful. But at the same time, that ticked me up because they kept chipping away at the lead, and then we kept taking 3-pointers and we're just clanking all of them. It's like you can go to the paint. You have Jokic on your fucking team, man. And they and all their offense basically most of the night just came from inside the 3-point line. So, but I don't expect Murray and the team really to shoot that bad again. If they do, it can, make things interesting, I guess. But if Ant's going to be hobbled like this the rest of the series, how interesting really can it get? The Nuggets can play this bad, and I don't think Jokic, was that good. Murray was fine. It was good, I think. He just missed his shots. But it's like, that's a prime opportunity for you to win the game against Denver when the two best players aren't shooting that well from the field. But then, obviously Ant on that side, but it's a prime time to win. So what happens when they shoot the ball normally? Like, you're going to get blown out by 20 points.
Yeah. If they don't shoot the ball well themselves, they absolutely will get blown out. I think they're going to respond to game 2, though. I think the series is still going to be competitive games, even if Denver pulls them out at the end routinely. But Minnesota, to me, is just they're too talented of a bunch. Just like get blown out several times. I just don't see that happening personally. But they can get beat, though. Appreciate you, Hunter. Appreciate the Nugget talk, man. It's always good
Yeah.
talking to you, a reasonable Nugget fan. I don't get to do that too often, so it's always a pleasure talking to you. We'll see you next time, bud.
Yeah, appreciate it. Peace out, guys.
Thank you.
Christmas. Did you see the stat, real talk?
What's the stat?
Luke Kennard's officially passed Gabe Vincent in all-time playoff scoring for the Lakers tonight.
Gabe Vincent's a fucking bum.
Stats, huh?
Hold on, let me see if I have. We do have some more super chats. Hold on. Prime Harden versus Luca. Come on, bro. Luca clears. Ain't that right, Mars? The Tribe won $5 super chat. The Wolves are actually a really good team, talent-wise. They play like the Celtics did 4 years ago. Hope and pray their stars win the ISO. That's a really good comparison.
Wonder who coached that Celtics team 4 years ago.
Ime. They kind of are a lot like the 22 Celtics in a way. They're not that good defensively. But yeah, I like that comp. I like that comp. But even as flawed as that 22 Celtics team was in the finals, got to the finals. And then everybody even felt like they
then
should
they
have won
saw a
in that
team with
series.
IQ and things fell off the rails. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
whatever. Well, if IQ is, we have a nigga that can hit 30-foot contested threes routinely.
I'll die
guess,
on the hill
bro.
that they didn't lose because of their defense. They lost that series because of their offense. I'm dying on that hill. I'm gonna rewatch that series in the summer too to confirm my beliefs. But they lost that series because of their offense, not because of their defense.
Okay.
Baron
from
Hey.
Dynasty. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
What series interests you the most?
I have two. Specifically, the main. I'm watching the Lakers series because there's two injuries. I want to see if LeBron could even do that, and B, I actually looking at the Celtics Sixers series because right now it looks like the 76ers have enough talent to at least keep up with the Celtics. I just want to see if Embiid comes back from his appendicitis. I want to see him and how his effect on the game, how it affects the Celtics, since they tend to want to shoot a lot, but how his big presence affects just their overall game, pretty much.
It affects them by making them lose.
Yeah, no, affects them by having like a good solid paint presence, that forces their defense to kind of shrink.
That leads to the Celtics.
I do think he'll have a great offensive impact, but I also think with how immobile Joel Embiid has gotten defensively,
Yeah, being pretty much on a peg leg right at this point.
and the Celtics potentially being able to space him out, like I don't know, man. Or I'm expecting to see a lot of small ball from the Celtics. I'm expecting to see.
Go put Tatum and Embiid, see what happens.
Oh God, that's a potential mistake.
They got away with Marcus Smart. Why not?
You can afford Marcus Smart to pick up fouls. You can't afford Tatum to pick up fouls.
Yeah,
Tatum or even what's his name?
You say Jordan Walsh?
No, not Jordan Walsh. Again, Vucevic. They're
Oh.
going to be playing Vooch. Big Vooch.
Dude, he can't
Big Vooch.
guard. He can't guard anyone. Watching
Big
him for 3 years on my Chicago Bulls made me want to rip my hair out.
He a good offense.
Are you a Bulls fan?
Yes.
Y'all finally committed to the tank. Congratulations.
I've been begging him to do it for the past 3 years. I stopped watching after watching Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan play for a year, so I gave up for the past 2 years.
Y'all used to be the host of the Play-In Invitational. Just stop doing that.
It's either us or the Heat.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Hawks, the three of y'all.
I'm happy that we finally just accepted that we probably should be losing. If it was me, I was tanked like 3 or 4 years ago. As soon as Lonzo Ball got his injury, I would start tanking immediately after that.
That would have made a lot of sense. What is the other? Because I think everybody up here, I think Mars agrees that like if he's not trolling or whatnot, like the Celtics should take care of the
They
Sixers
should. They should.
quite handily.
But
yeah.
they should. But it's the Sixers. It's the Sixers. I don't know.
Which is
They'll
why
always
they
do.
should be getting taken care of handily.
Yeah. I don't know. Bullshit always happens. Bullshit always happens to them. So.
Yeah, like Joel Embiid having independence.
Yeah.
That's not funny. But it's just like, why is he? Something's always wrong with Joel Embiid, bro. Always.
Like he's the operation man. He's the operation man.
Why is something always wrong with this nigga, bro? My goodness. At this point, I pity his fans and him. I have sympathy for y'all. It's just never.
I pity him.
No,
like at the end of the day, fans are
I pity
fans,
his
but like
I pity
at the end of the day, like you aren't officially tied to Joel Embiid. Like
no, I pity
no
his
one's
future.
forcing you to root for him.
I'm thinking like he's probably not going to be able to walk past like 40 at this point. That's what I assume. But
It's bad, man. Like
that's why I want him to retire. It's not even on some like hating shit. He's just like, bro, hey, it's more important to be able to walk with your grandkids at 65. You already made the money.
Grandkids? Maybe his son. But maybe his son.
At
this rate,
might not be lying. I was trying to be nice, but he's already made the money, bro. Your health should come first, gang. You made the money. Go sit down, bro.
I mean, we not gonna act like appendicitis was a basketball related issue. He might just be laying at home 5 years from now in retirement. The calendar hits April. Shit, arthritis. Like shit just might just happen. Like,
bro.
I always assume.
But playing basketball more is not going to help him at all, bro. It's not, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
but watching that Lakers Rockets game, the Rockets played terrorism for their offense. Their offense is pretty much okay. Give it to Sengun or Reed Shepherd. Sengun comes down, tries to run down the paint, tries to do a little spin move, baby hook shot, hopes it goes in. If it's not, get a rebound, try to get put back up, or Reed Shepherd ISO, pick and roll ISO, do something. That was some of the worst offense I've seen since the Vucevic era, where it's pretty much these two guys play their ball. It's horrible to watch. Why am I watching? And this is in the playoffs, which I don't know how, but they need KD back. They need KD back to make this offense at least watchable for me.
You know what's fun? Like, I didn't Does anybody have like an update on KD? Is this something like, he's going to miss one game, but then he'll be back?
I don't know.
They said they hope he's available for game 2.
I have questions. Right knee contusion. I don't know, but
can they beat the Lakers with a hobbled KD? Probably.
They weren't going to beat them with a healthy KD.
With this offense, was pretty much just him. No, maybe if KD goes back to like 2016, 2018 KD and just balls out, but I don't see that.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. You got pre-Achilles KD. Maybe.
Yeah, that
ain't happening.
Well, yeah.
But all right, Baron, we appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you coming up. Hopefully we can see you Wednesday when we have a bit more time. I'm trying to go ahead and speed some things up. I know Mars.
Yeah, I understand it's 1:30 here up in Michigan.
Oh, not even that. It's like
must be
7 a.m. where Mars is. Yeah,
it must be nice.
6:30 in Britain.
I would love for it to be 1:30. That's when the godforsaken game started.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Make sure you pull up Wednesday so we can chat a bit more about the next.
Yeah, I'll probably have a more official setup. Probably then. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Christmas.
Oh, my fault.
How dare you? Bad host. Our host.
My fault. We got Too Cool for Nerds.
Salute, man. Hey, man.
What's up with you, man?
I got three things real quick. I'm a big fan. Number one, I'm a big fan of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all be cooking
Appreciate
everybody.
you.
So you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all on PC for cooking everybody. But nah,
Appreciate
man,
you.
I think for sure I got three things and I'm gonna get out of here real quick. The first thing is Minnesota. I want to know if Minnesota loses and get bounced in the first round this year, do you think they're gonna blow the team up? Do you think they blowing them up, the core, next year? Or they just running it back? What do they do next year?
What's the call? Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
call?
what would you consider the core?
I mean, I guess we're talking about Ant-Man. We're gonna be talking about Jaden McDaniels. Who else? Who else? Their pieces, their main pieces. I don't know. Nas
I
Reed.
think they do kind of consider Nas part of their core.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
keeping
they
Ant
do.
and Jaden and Rudy. Everyone else is available. That's kind of my viewpoint.
Yeah, I think the guy that's most on the hook is going to be Julius Randle. I think they're definitely going to be trying to move on from Julius Randle for sure. And maybe you have to overpay for a team to even take on Julius Randle. So maybe you do even have to, you know, consider moving off like a Nas or a Dante to get that done, because that's going to be maybe more so an asset somebody will want more so than Julius Randle. But that's definitely the guy on the trading block, like
So,
for
so
sure.
you think you're coming back with Jaden McDaniels and you're coming back with Ant-Man next
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
and trying to build a team around Ant? I think Ant needs to be in a bigger market, man. I don't know. Maybe that's a hot take. I think he needs to be in a bigger city. I think he's like a bigger superstar. I think and I think he needs to
I mean, I
be
would
free.
love them in a bigger market myself, but I mean, Minnesota, they would be dumb if they traded Anthony Edwards like that.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but it might not be long before he start, trying to force his way out of there. This is that era where
Mhm.
players, take it upon themselves to, take control of their own destiny and stuff like that. Whatever they call it, I don't know what they call it. It's free spirited stuff. But I got two more things, right? Two more
Mhm.
things. The next thing is Bronny. We got to talk about Bronny. When Bronny made that turnover and he couldn't even pass that ball to his dad, and he said, "I'm sorry, my bad, my fault, pops." And Bron just was like. LeBron was like, I know. LeBron didn't even acknowledge it. LeBron was used to him being trash. It's to that point now where LeBron is not even like scolding him for being trash no more. He's just like, I know. He just turned around, didn't even acknowledge it. It was crazy. Did y'all see that moment? That moment, it was epic because it was like a metaphor for their whole relationship. He was like, yo, I'm sorry. I never gonna make it. I'm never gonna really be what I'm supposed to be. And LeBron was like, I know, but I got you on the Lakers, so we just got to make this shit. You know what I mean? Just got to break all these records, all these father-son records. You know what I'm saying? So they really aura. There wasn't their father-son aura farming, and it's cool. I guess it's cool. But did y'all see that moment? Did y'all see that moment? Or it's just me?
No, I saw what
I
you were
definitely
saying.
didn't analyze it the way you did, but
No, I
I
definitely
saw
saw
it.
what you were saying. I said he told Bronny, hey man, you do another turnover like that, I'm turning that phone off and taking the keys. But
It was a simple
you just
pass. Look, and it was like you can't make a simple pass. It's a simple pass. You throwing the ball to the defense, like you playing with them. And LeBron didn't even get mad. All I'm saying is if Kobe, rest in peace, Kobe, if Kobe was here and Kobe had his son on the team, Kobe would have yelled at his son. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Kobe would have barked on him and said, yo, pass me the fucking ball. Pass me the fucking ball. Fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? But no, the last thing I want to say, I want you to give me I'm gonna give you six players, right? And
mhm,
shout out to Mars because Mars talks about the sneaky athletic players. So I got a sneaky athletic top five, and I want you guys to make a top five sneaky athletic. I want you guys to rank these players in order, right? But I'm gonna give you six
mhm,
players, so you got to kick one out of the top five. One of these players got to get kicked out. So the players are Luke Kennard. Shout out to Luke because Luke is really crazy, right? Luke Kennard, sneaky athletic, right? Cooper Flag, right? Con Knipple, right?
uh,
Austin Rivers, Tyler Hero, and who am I forgetting? There's one more I'm
do you
forgetting.
mean Austin
Austin
Rivers or
Rivers or
Austin
Austin
Reeves?
Reeves? Yeah,
Austin
Austin
Reeves.
Rivers.
Did I say Austin
Okay.
Rivers?
Okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
the
I'm just
new
talking
one, the
about him because
black
he's,
cat.
he's
It's
beefing. Yeah,
clearly
he's.
an all white lineup.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Him,
Yeah.
him, and
yeah.
Peyton Pritchard. The last one was Peyton Pritchard. So basically, the top six was Peyton Pritchard, AR-15, Cooper Flag, Con Knipple, um, Tyler Hero, I'm sorry about that. Tyler Hero.
You bet.
And who was the last one? Peyton Pritchard.
No,
Peyton
Luke
Pritchard,
Kennard.
yeah.
So
Luke
we
Kennard
getting
probably the
we
worst
getting Luke
though.
Kennard out of there, right?
Yeah, Luke Kennard, the worst athlete.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You saying you talking about athleticism, right? You talking about athleticism?
I'm just talking about just top 5 Caucasian players, basically, because that's how they call.
Oh,
they call them sneaky athletic,
like
but they just really mean Caucasian.
I mean, it's still
how good?
Still
How
probably
good?
Luke.
It's still good bad to Luke Kennard.
That's crazy. After what Luke put the team on his back tonight, he's not moving you. He's not moving you.
Amazing game.
He better than Cooper Flag.
He had a fantastic game tonight, but respectfully, Austin Reeves is better than him. Tyler Hero is better than him. Cooper Flag is better than him. Con Knipple better than him. And who's the other? Who's the other one?
Luke
Peyton Pritchard.
Role of Tyler Hero.
Peyton Pritchard better than him. Yeah.
Peyton Pritchard too.
Luke Kennard had a great game. He the worst player there.
I don't know, man.
It's not particularly close in my opinion, but
you don't think it's close. All right, so can you rank the 5 then? Rank the 5. What order would you put those 5?
Austin Reeves 1.
Wow. Peak Austin Reeves, right? That's what
Flag.
I'm talking about.
I don't think Flag is better than Tyler Hero.
Get out the bros. You gotta stop this, bro.
Am I the only person who watches more Dallas games than when Cooper Flag has 50? Am I just the only one who watches more games than it?
Bro.
I guess cool. My fault. I guess.
Better than Tyler? That's crazy. So you think Tyler could put a team on his back like Coop doing?
To bring him to nowhere? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Do I think Tyler Hero could be the best player on the team that does nothing? Yeah.
Damn. I guess if you put it like that, they tanking. They're trying to get new draft players. It's a nice draft next year, man.
Who like the 4th best player there? 3rd, maybe. Depends on how I feel about Peyton Pritchard. Yeah.
Peyton Pritchard. No, you're getting disrespectful.
That's crazy. Yeah,
and I fuck with Peyton Pritchard. I've been fucking with Peyton Pritchard for years, but
I guess
he's not better than Cooper Flag. Bro, I really wish
I don't get why he's not better.
I really wish we could have saw Cooper Flag with some talent around him this season. I really wish.
I don't get why it's crazy to say Peyton Pritchard's better than Cooper Flag.
Because he's not a better basketball player.
I don't get why.
Cooper Flag.
Why is he not better?
Peyton Pritchard better than what? That's crazy.
Why is he not better?
You think he could run a team by himself, a team around him? I mean, I think Cooper is what he did at the end of the season. He was getting a couple wins, right? I mean, he looked like he could get some wins.
I don't think Cooper Flag can run a team. I just think he got asked to. I don't think he can.
With better players around him, I think Cooper could.
Yeah, with better players around him, he wouldn't be running the team.
So you really don't believe in Cooper?
No, I don't want him running the team though right now.
I agree, but he asked me, do I think Peyton Pritchard can run a team? And I'm saying I don't think Cooper Flag can run a team. No, I don't think Cooper's another Paolo story. I'm saying I don't think Cooper's that good right now. Whatever he turns into is whatever. But if I'm judging, because I'm not comparing Cooper to rookies or comparing his potential to other people. They're asking me to rank these players as players. Cooper Flag right now, I don't know why he's better than Peyton Pritchard. Also, Cooper Flag hasn't been that good on defense this year either. But that's neither here nor there. So why is Cooper Flag better than Peyton Pritchard?
I mean, isn't he younger? He's younger, right? So he's expected to have a better ceiling, higher ceiling than Peyton Pritchard, right?
Sure, I agree with that. But you're not asking me to rank them in 5 years. You're asking me to rank them today.
That's true.
If you come back to me in 2031, I'll probably have Cooper number 1. He's a better what? Wait, I wasn't listening. I just heard better defender. I wasn't listening.
Transition player. He's a better rebounder. He's a better defender. He's a better passer.
I don't agree at all, but that's fine.
Agree with what?
Passing. How is he a better passer than Peyton Pritchard?
Okay, he's a better playmaker.
I don't agree with that either.
Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. You're
cool. It's actually too late, and I don't care to have a debate about.
We don't have to debate this right now. You've lost it.
Yeah,
to me, I think you've lost your mind. I think you've lost your mind. I really do. We appreciate you too.
Salute, man. Yeah, I was just curious, man.
Up here, man. You definitely brought the energy. We appreciate you, man. Make sure you pull up more often, man. We do these on Wednesdays and Saturdays, man.
For sure. I appreciate the content, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Bada Binkster?
Close. Bada.
Binkster.
Yeah. Good job, real talk.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How you doing, man?
You know, playoffs, not gonna lie, this is probably the least I cared about the playoffs in a hot minute. But my team, Pacers, irrelevant this year because my dog went out in Game 7. So we get this top 4 pick to make that trade worth it. And then my dog Steph, man, Warriors front office is atrocious. It's been atrocious.
Now it's the front office. So
there is no now it's the front office. They've been bad since KD left, and you know it. They've been awful, atrocious, doing this fake 2 timeline nonsense with Jonathan Kuminga, which you just saw how bad he is against the Knicks. He can't dribble.
Yeah, y'all are gonna win that war.
Yeah, he's awful.
But y'all still lose it though because y'all didn't trade him where they had more value. So y'all still ultimately lose.
Yeah.
But just as far as the opinion of him as a player, y'all are definitely
it's crazy. The Warriors traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul when they should have traded him for Porzingis, but he actually didn't have whatever the heck's wrong with him, and then they would have been disgusting. As a matter of fact, even with Porzingis this year, if Jimmy Butler had torn his ACL, no.
Yeah, y'all look nice. The old heads look nice. KP look cool, and then if Jimmy Butler was there, y'all might have could have did something, but
yeah.
We'll never know.
Yeah. But I actually got a few. Do I have to talk about the playoffs? If I do, I got some playoff questions.
No, you don't have to. Whatever. Give us your one question.
Whatever's quicker. Yeah, whatever's quicker.
Well, quicker. Okay. I got 2 things that I think will be pretty quick. One is specifically with you, real talk, because a lot of times I'll be watching on the panel, obviously your takes on the timeline. I agree with a ton of your stuff. Like me and you are pretty aligned on a lot of opinions across the league. Especially, yes. Especially with Jokic and his trash defense. I don't know why Swipe keeps trying to argue. Him and Penn, they've lost their minds. His defense is atrocious, like legit. But for some reason, the two things that you don't like, and they both happen to deal with my Indiana point guards. What is up with you in the Indiana point guards? Why do you have an issue with them, especially because you like LaMelo Ball? You enjoy watching LaMelo Ball. You think he's good. You enjoy watching him. Hallie is better than him. It does everything that he has better. He took a he's never lost. The only thing he can't do better than LaMelo is dribble. He's not even a bad dribbler.
Melo definitely have a better handle. Fact.
He's a better driver. He's a better mid range. He's a better at the rim. He's better at processing. He's a better playmaker. He's far more clutch. He's not nearly as stupid. Like I don't get it. He's never lost a series healthy, not one. Every series that he's lost, he was unhealthy. I don't get it. Why do you?
The problem that I have with Tyrese Halliburton is here's the problem. We talk about LaMelo correctly, right? Me and Mars is like, oh man, Melo driving great offense, 3rd team All NBA player, right? Okay. Tyrese Halliburton scores 12 points. It's a game winner. He's better than Steve Nash. That's where you lose me. I'm sorry. That's just where you lose me. I just think if we talked about Halliburton in the correct way, I wouldn't have a problem with Halliburton. But he started entering top 10 talks. That brother's not a top 10 NBA player. He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
I do think healthy, I do think healthy he's top 15 because his impact is crazy. The offense with him on and off the court is significant. So
I also think LaMelo is a better volume scorer than Halliburton. I think if both were tasked with that, I think LaMelo would be the better one. Melo just got sauce and Halliburton don't. I don't get tell your man get his swag up, man. Tell your man, tell your man's.
Hey, he got the best nickname going right now. It's not PR friendly, but it's a fire nickname.
What is it?
The Halliburton.
Oh, the Halliburton. Oh, yeah. He do. Shout out to Damo. He do have he do have a fire nickname right now. He does have a fire
Halliburton
nickname.
or Hallelujah. That works too. That's a fire one too.
Yeah, man, I don't really have too much of a problem with Halliburton. Just if you say he's top 15 to 25, I'll probably generally agree with you. Anything past that, like if there are people that honestly say he's better than Donovan Mitchell, I think I'm sitting next to one right now. Actually, I just do not agree with that. I don't think he's a better basketball player than Donovan Mitchell.
I think his impact is better. I mean, he's got to the conference finals twice with not a super great team. I mean, the team is good. Don't get me wrong. We're not going to downplay.
We're not going to downplay Indiana. We're not going to do that.
No. I'm not. But the team has flaws, like Miles Turner, like, oh boy, Pascal and his free throws, Bandic Mathurin and his non IQ self. Even though I love Benny, shout out Benny, but man, he was doing some nut stuff.
Something very quickly. I do want to check this just very quickly. Let me check something. Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're absolutely frozen. Yeah,
absolutely frozen. This is so annoying, bro. But I'm looking. I just want to look something up very quickly. Let's see, because I'm interested in what this will say. Last year in the regular season, Halliburton on the court led to a 119 offensive rating. This year, LaMelo Ball on the court. This year, LaMelo Ball on the court led to a 125.8. So,
okay,
if we're going to talk about impact.
Is he in the playoffs?
Oh, now it's in the playoffs.
Okay.
I thought we were talking about impact.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about impact. You know what I'm saying?
We are talking about impact. He should be impactful enough to make it to the playoffs, at least.
If he had a teammate good enough to win the conference finals MVP and shit like that, maybe he will be in the playoffs. If he had a teammate as good as Pascal Siakam, who knows?
Yeah, whatever. And I like LaMelo. I got no problem with him. But I was actually sick at the Hornets loss because I do not want to
injured Holly stats compared to Prime Melo. You know what? Fine. Let's go to 24.
No,
let's go to 24. Somebody said he was injured. Let's go to 24.
Who said that in the chat, man?
Okay. In 24, it is a lot closer. Him on the court, 124.4. I mean, still not Lamar.
Okay, I'll take it back. Whoever that chatter is, shout out to you.
He was plus 8.1, and Melo's plus 9.6. So
their offense was more functional without Hallie, though, like statistically.
You gotta remember. At the beginning of the year, he was in some like dang near MVP talk. The way he was playing, like, he was losing his mind.
Yeah, and it was disgusting then.
Yeah, he got hurt then. So that's what it is.
Maybe I am. I'm not gonna run from that. It's fine. He's a cool player.
You gotta get that hate off your heart, man. You didn't even do nothing.
Nah, man. I'm gonna try to appreciate Halliburton more next year, but we appreciate you. Say it again with it. Bada Bingster. Bada Bingster.
Yep. There you go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Bada Bingster. Enjoy talking to you, man. Hopefully you can pull up Wednesday. Yeah, I enjoyed our conversation, man. And appreciate the support as well.
Yeah, no problem.
See you soon.
See y'all.
Christmas.
Our last one for today, Prince. What's up?
Oh shoot, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's my first time being up here. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, shout out to that Con Canepo take. That's definitely aging very well for you.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Crazy take from you.
also, shout out to Julius Randle. Like I said, I think I said it in the Super Chat on the player choice. Like I said, like this 12 player is better than Julius Randle. Man, if I have to see Julius Randle foul somebody, put his head up and try to foul bait and lose the ball, I'm gonna lose my mind. And also, if I have to see Ant looking like this every time, off ball, it's about to lose my mind. But yeah, it's been a rough day as a Timberwolves fan. Um,
Oh,
I was just finna
I,
ask you, are you a
yeah,
Timberwolves
no.
fan? Okay.
it's,
Okay.
it's been a
So
rough day.
do you think your team can win this series?
We're about to lose in 5 games,
So now everyone agrees with my prediction. Interesting.
bro. I thought
Well,
Anthony
first we had
Edwards,
to see
bro.
what
Hold on,
it looked like. You
bro. I thought
clown.
Anthony Edwards, I thought Anthony Edwards was gonna. It could, like in the first half, he wasn't. He looked like he looked like kind of like old Anthony Edwards. He was getting bad people quickly, but in that second half, it was rough. It was rough. It's like, bro, and then
Here's the
I
thing with
gotta
a guy
watch
like
Julius.
too, though,
This is
because
this.
like I think he's dealing with that injury and he's like out of game shape. So
Yeah, that's not
that
good.
also is like it's a force multiplier. It's not
Yeah,
just the injury.
isn't that injury that Steph Curry got? Isn't that injury
Yeah.
that Steph Curry got? And he was out for 2 months.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man, it's crazy because I said it was gonna be OKC, and that might not be losing. That might losing the first round. It's been a bad year for me. Hey, hey, at least we got the Lakers, man. The Lakers gonna hold strong, at least for the first round, hopefully.
You're a
Facts.
Laker
Yeah,
fan?
I'm a LeBron fan.
LeBron fan.
You're a Kobe fan. You're not even a real Lakers fan. But anyways, like I was saying, but like yeah, like I mean the Lakers.
Fingers down.
I mean, I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you got a 77 jersey. I mean, you're
That's
not even
not
playing, so
that's not a Kobe
you
jersey.
already got. I mean, is he playing?
What that mean? Still Laker jersey? What you mean?
Is he playing?
He'll be playing soon. Don't worry.
Will he be playing in the second round?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How they gonna? But they're gonna lose to the Rockets.
I changed my mind.
Okay,
Changed my mind.
if you say so. But like what was I say? Oh yeah. Who do you think is like the most underrated player like right now? Like you just like man, he needs to get more respect. I think he's really good for this team. The only guy would be like some like it could be like a decent role player.
From the
Peyton
broadcast, I
Pritchard,
don't
apparently.
stop. I'm a fan of Peyton Pritchard. I really am.
Peyton
Um,
Pritchard is really a Buffy though, low key.
yeah,
He's
I
he is.
amazing,
I,
but no
I
respect.
saw it firsthand. I mean, I saw it firsthand getting clamped out by us, but that's besides the point. But go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
noticing Mars low key like a 2020 merchant for real. But uh
His favorite player is T Mac though. I mean, that's quite obvious.
yeah, T Mac, Jalen Green, Peyton Pritchard's better than Cooper Flag.
I
Like
mean,
I didn't know Peyton Pritchard being better than Cooper Flag was seen as a controversial opinion. I'm gonna be
um
honest. I didn't
I'm
know.
never. I mean, you're like the first person to ever say that, but like, if you really think
Because
about it, though,
I don't
I've
think
never
they
heard
can
them
to be
compare.
compared.
fair though, I mean,
Yeah,
to
I've
be fair,
never
Yeah,
heard
I
them be
don't think
compared, but I didn't know that
that's
was
yeah.
the.
controversial. I genuinely didn't know. But I guess.
I mean, who thinks of Peyton
From the
Pritchard and Cooper
broadcast from
Flag
the
though? That's like the
Denver
most weird
Timberwolves
comparison
game.
ever.
I guess. But they're white, sneaky athletes.
Don Chance was better than Peyton Pritchard, but that's besides the point. But like, yeah, though, I think
You said who?
I mean, it depends. Don't worry about it. But I think about I feel like even though we didn't win that game, I honestly think we could still win this series. Like all jokes aside, we even with how bad Julius Randle played, how Ant didn't look the same. We was in that game for majority of the time. We had bad turnovers. We're literally I think they said we're like the 29th ranked free throw team. That's just terrible. We gotta make our free throws. That's just not good. Like I mean, we have a chance. I mean, we just have to see in game two. I mean, but yeah,
Yeah, I think y'all are responding game two. Uh, at least hopefully, I'm hoping y'all can respond. But um,
it's for your. You're only there for your own agenda. You're not even really a part of us. I'm not. You're not even a
Facts,
part of our group.
facts.
You're not even a part of
I
our
mean, I
group.
never claimed to be like some hardcore
Don't-
Timberwolf fan.
You're an Anthony Edwards fan for some reason, and that's only an
Like,
Anthony Edwards fan
yeah,
just to push your Wimby agenda. You no, you're only doing that just to push your Wimby agenda. So like, I'm not.
I've
You can
been an
stay on
Ant
that side.
fan before Wemby was in the league. What are you talking about?
Mm, you say so.
Right, right. If you're gonna come up here with accusations, at least have them be factual accusations. We don't just come up here and just say things. You see what I'm saying? I've been an Ant fan since
You
Georgia.
said Continental is better than Pete Clay Thompson. That's not an accusation. You said
That's
that word
not
for
what I
word.
said. That's not what I said. Actually, that's not word for word what I said.
Just better
What,
offensively.
Yet
what do you
again,
say?
again, you're
He's just
wrong.
better
Yet again,
offensively. He's just better offensively, right? He's better offensively.
yep.
He definitely showed that in the playing games.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah. Because Conca would
mm.
for sure be 40% from the field with Kevin Durant and Curry. I just learned that recently.
Mm.
That's gonna be my go-to. That's gonna
Okay.
be my go-to for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's all.
Klay
That's it.
Klay Thompson shooting 40% from the field with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant definitely needs to be spoke on.
I mean, apparently they got the. I mean, Lamelo Ball has the best offense in the NBA. So I'm just saying.
I mean, actually, that's Jokic, but
Close enough.
Top five.
yeah.
Okay, close enough. I mean, 125 offense, basically one of the best.
Shit, that's
And
better than
Lamelo,
Bron. That's better than Stephen KD in them.
exactly.
So actually, calling a better environment. Cooked you.
All right, Prince, we're gonna see you. Hopefully, you can pull up Wednesday during our next episode of Town Hall Hoop Streams. But we appreciate you. Hopefully, by that time too, um, y'all have collected a win by then. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, the Timberwolves can win a game. Uh,
Hopefully Luka comes back and then y'all can just get BTA by the OKC.
I mean, you never know. You never know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sure we
With
don't.
with,
Sure we
with
don't. Sure
Luka
we don't.
on my side, anything is possible. But we'll
Yeah, he
see
was
you
on your
soon, man.
side. I guess so. Shout out to you.
Peace, peace. I'm trying to get my co-host up out of here, man. Hey, this is actually better timing than what we've usually done. You know what I'm saying? So salute to me.
You have one
Salute
more
to me for
super
that.
chat, by the way.
We do have one more super chat before we get up out of here. Do. La nigga in drag, $5 super chat. Package Sengun and another young player and get Giannis to Houston with KD. I don't believe in any of these young players, bro. I'm sorry. I'm right with you, ma'am. Um, yeah. I do think that they should package up some of them young players and go ahead and get Giannis. If Milwaukee's dumb enough to think that Sengun is like some cornerstone young
Oh yeah,
piece,
you feel vindicated right now. I forgot you the one. Didn't your shit go viral when you said Şengün not a number one or something like that? Or you just had Rockets fans in your mentions. I don't know if it went viral, but I
yeah,
definitely
it was
saw.
just
I
rocket.
definitely,
Yeah,
I
it was
just saw the. I
rocket.
just saw the responses.
Yeah.
You getting attacked for the shit I've been saying. I'm like, hey, that's what happened for me. There you go. You took that bullet. I had to take the Continental bullet. There you go.
Facts. But at least mine will end up like being correct, whereas yours not so much. That's how the cookie crumbles, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. But we appreciate y'all staying up late night. It's 1 a.m. Central. It's 2 a.m. Eastern, and it's what 7? 7 o'clock in the morning. Again, salute to Mars, man, for staying up with us. He deserves one more. Salute to him. We will see y'all Wednesday. Peace, love, and blessings, man.
Merry Christmas.